everyone. Okay, let's see. Stella, you are first. Wow. Okay. Okay. So, in the reverse, the person who's coming towards you in love, trust. Leap into the unknown, have faith and move forward and believe you will fly. So this person might have issues of, it's kind of like the Fool card. Could very well be that they need to take a leap of faith and look for love or be open to love, that kind of energy. So Spirit is saying that they need to overcome any fears, maybe painful situations in their past, or even just this idea of there is love out there, but I gotta dip my foot into the pond in order to catch some fish. Does that make sense? Also sideways, so both of your energies. I get healer. You have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your abilities and stay true to the path, to your path as a healer. So it very well could be that even when you meet each other, you might heal each other from any past trauma that you've endured, or even a misbelief of thinking that I can't find love, or there isn't better in the world that I can experience. So I feel like there is that energy that you'll both be that for each other, and you have the ability to help others as well. And also I get compassion sideways. So the both of you, be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free, and see the light in yourself and others. So I think both of you are on this very interesting path of having to love yourself a little more, release things from the past, and come together without fear. Okay, I hope I was able to help you in some way. Thank you for being here. Okay, be wise. You are next. Now, your VP, what is the first initial of the VP, be wise? Let's see. Do you have the... Oh, okay, is that the initials of their name? It's not vice president. Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry, I thought you meant like vice president, but all right, I gotcha. Okay, let's see. Okay. With the Queen of Wands, yes. Oh wow. Your spirit guide just showed up real strong, like across my face. I think that they've noticed you. They find you to be very attractive. They think that you have a very warm and caring and compassionate energy. They also feel like there is something that's drawing them towards you, almost like a very warm aura of pulling closer to you or towards you. With the Hangman in reverse at the bottom, I do feel like this person wants to have more communication with you or talk to you, be in an energy of I'd like to get to know you. With the Death card and the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, what's going on? I don't know if they went through a very big ending, or there's some huge change that's coming into their life. I don't know if they're sick and they're worried about their health. With the Ace of Swords in reverse, could be that they don't have clarity about something in their life, about a painful ending, or maybe it's something they don't want to discuss or talk about. With the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, it's like they want to have more communication with you, but they feel like maybe they need to be careful. because they feel very stressed out. They feel like they have a lot of responsibilities and a lot of burdens they have to bear. And I don't know, again, if they went through a painful ending or there is an ending coming, but there isn't clarity, and there is a little bit of fear of maybe opening up. But I do have some, they do notice you and they are attracted to you even, but they also feel like they have to be careful of what they say to you, okay? Let me see. I don't know what you're saying. Let me go back and read. It's a man, okay. Okay. Well, he feels like there could be a potential change in his life. With the Death card and the Ace of Swords in reversed, very well could be there isn't clarity about some potential change, and so he is a little bit worried. And Two of Pentacles, he's going back and forth about whether or not he should communicate more with you or get to know you better, only because he has like this uncertainty in his life, okay, and a lot of burdens. I hope I was able to help you, hon. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your patience. Okay, let me go back up. Daz, are you here, Daz? You are next. Let me see. Daz. Okay. But while I was shuffling, I kept seeing an image of a person sitting on a windowsill or looking out the window, like you're searching for someone, or I don't know if it's you or the person, but there is this energy of somebody like looking out the window. It's like, where is my person? Is my person gonna show up? Are they ever gonna turn up in my life? Or is there even a point? Now, I can't tell if they're male or female, but it's like somebody is sitting, like, looking out the window. I don't know if they're sitting on the windowsill or just, I don't know, it's really bizarre. Alright, let me see what the card is. Anyway, so I don't know if it's you or the person who's coming towards you, but the card came out in reverse, so this is the person who's coming towards you. It's hope. Oh, no way. Hope. Stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up to the light. So the person who's coming towards you in love, there is this energy where they might be losing hope. They might be the one looking out the window. Unless both of you are and you just don't feel like you're bumping into each other or finding each other. But it does look like this person might have lost some hope or is in that energy of, am I ever going to find anyone? Is my person just going to show up? But having faith that I will find someone new, I will make the effort, I'm going to keep going, that's going to create that change for this person, okay? So I do feel like this person needs to work on getting more excited and saying, I mean, my person's out there. My person is out there somewhere. I hope I run into them. Do you know what I mean? So I do feel like this person does have faith that it exists, but is wondering where it is, okay? I hope I was able to help you in some way. Thank you for being here. Love you too, be wise. All right, Jennifer, are you here? Jennifer M? It's even weirder that the image that I saw correlates so well with the card that I got. Super weird. All right, Jennifer. You're welcome, Daz. with the Nine of Cups, it looks like, yes, they do. They might even look at you and be like, wow, you could be everything I ever wanted. Like, maybe they think you're really beautiful or that you have a great personality. It looks like you are in their sights of interest. Like, you seem like you'd be great to date. With the King of Pentacles in reverse, though, and the Hierophant in reverse, and the Emperor at the bottom, even though you seem great, I don't think that he's in an energy of being ready to be in a relationship or is looking for commitment. Kind of like, you seem really awesome, but I'm not stable financially, mentally, emotionally, psychologically. One of it, some of it, all of it. I'm not really looking for long-term commitment. My finances aren't in a good place. My emotions aren't in a good place. I'm kind of like unstable right now. With the Hierophant reverse and the Emperor at the bottom, now I don't know if they went through like a breakup or divorce, or they're just in the energy of like, I'm not really looking for commitment, but I wouldn't mind dating, hooking up, you know, having like an unconventional kind of connection. Like, maybe we could be friends with benefits. But with the Emperor at the bottom, there is this energy of, but I'm just really focused on work and money right now. I'm not really, I want to make changes in my life. Maybe he's trying to become a boss, or there's something in their energy where they're really focused on their career more than they are love. Okay, so even if they're interested, I don't know that it's actually going to go anywhere anytime soon, because they feel like their career and finances are more important. Okay, I hope I was able to help you, hon. Thank you for being here. Okay, Miss J, are you here? You are next. Let's see. My bad. Oh, let's see. Okay. Now, Miss J, do you know if your brother smokes or drinks or anything? Because literally, I kind of like, I read your question and I was shuffling, and I almost felt like things are a little bit foggy. So I don't know if he's in like a clear state of mind or not. So I don't know if he smokes or drinks or something. But there is like this energy of fogginess, uncertainty. With the Strength in reverse, I get no. I don't think he's doing too hot emotionally. It is this energy that he is really down in the dumps. His ego isn't in a very healthy place. I feel like he lacks clarity in a lot of areas of his life, but is also feeling like either weak or feeling like I'm not motivated. I don't know what direction my life should go in. Feeling kind of like lost. I feel like they're just like, their ego is really, really broken. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse, they're very insecure. And prolonged insecurity and feelings in this nature can make a person overly mask, or even like develop bigger issues long term. I don't know how long he's been like this. But with the Four of Wands sideways, the Two of Pentacles sideways, the King of Pentacles sideways, and the Chariot in reverse, ooh. I don't know if he's struggling with finances. I feel like there's a lack of instability. I don't know if he's like even wondering, am I going to be able to pay the bills? Do I need to move? He's not doing too hot. He's not stable financially, mentally, emotionally, psychologically. I feel like he's been in this state for some time. There's a lot of really stagnant and uncertain energy, because again, Four of Wands sideways is stagnant and potentially unstable. Kind of like, I don't know if he's living like paycheck to paycheck, and he's always worried about being able to pay the bills with the Two of Pentacles sideways. Like maybe money isn't hitting right, or there's some issues there. Maybe he's not able to afford his place to live or something. King of Pentacles sideways, again, money is not doing so hot. maybe he's overspending, or maybe he's just been very stagnant and unhappy with his finances. And that with the Chariot in reverse, he kind of doesn't know what to do, but he kind of isn't doing anything about it. So I don't think he's doing too hot. Okay. Oh, okay. But my sister-in-law's very controlling, so I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, I feel like he's struggling. The strength in reverse, it could be that if she's very controlling, it very well could be that it's messing with his ego and he feels very insecure and uncertain. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Again, because the Page of Pentacles is in reverse and the Four of Wands sideways, Two of Pentacles sideways, King of Pentacles sideways, it could even be like really messing with his ability to maybe even be motivated to work. There's a lot of instability there. And it's a lot of like internal fear and internal issues, okay? I feel like he goes hot and cold a lot and he's just not doing too hot, okay? So emotionally, I don't think he's doing too well. It even could be psychologically also. But it's like he is very stagnant and doesn't want to do anything about it. Because the Chariot in reverse is like no movement, just sitting in that energy. Strength in reverse, sometimes, I'm not going to lie to you, sometimes it's even being lazy, because it's like you're so overwhelmed with your thoughts or so much stress that you just end up not doing anything at all, you know? So I'm so sorry, hon, but that's his energy right now. I don't know how long he's been like that though, but being so stagnant makes me just feel like he's not taking action in his life and not really doing anything, okay? I'm sorry, hon. You're going to have to sit and talk with him, or maybe hopefully he can talk to someone about it, but it does look like he's struggling, okay? I hope I was able to help you. Thank you for being here, and sorry to not tell you the best of news about him. And it's 321. That might be an extra message for you from Spirit. I got a couple of donations. Zazu and Queen of Swords. Let me go ahead and do those. And then I'll go back to the yes or no's. I was able to do several yesterday, so I have a feeling I might be able to today too. Alright, let's see. Zazu, Queen of Swords. Let me see if I can read this question. I knew it! I knew that I knew that he was gonna reach out or message. Let me see if I can read the rest of the question. I can only see part of it. Uh-oh. Well, here's an even better question, Zazu. Your mom just said that she talked to him, and what, he didn't even mention you and she didn't mention you? Come on now. What's your mom hiding? That's the better question. I'm just kidding. Let's see. I'm sorry, I was coughing up a lung. Okay. Let's see what's going on with him. He was too scared to ask. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse, he was too afraid to ask, because he was afraid that, how do you put it, that somebody else might overhear or find out and say something to his wife, okay? So I do feel like there is this energy where It's like he was too afraid to say anything because he's like, I don't know who's watching. I don't know who will say something to, or listening, and who's going to say something to my wife. He felt very insecure of mentioning you. With the Tower and the King of Wands. So I do feel like there is this energy where he does want to shake things up in his life and take action. Kind of like being the energy of wanting to do something different. Maybe even, I feel like sometimes he just feels like doing something that you wouldn't expect. And he's like, I should try acting differently or doing something differently. But then it's like he doesn't always follow through with it. Could even be like I was trying really hard to make myself seem confident even though I'm not feeling it. Because with the Page of Wands sideways and the Emperor in reversed, I don't think he's doing too hot. I feel like he's in the energy of like feeling insecure, a little bit worried about what to say with the Emperor in reverse because he has a lot of things on his mind. I don't think he's doing too hot, but he's acting like I can pretend like I'm confident and everything's okay, but I'm just not feeling like I need to be careful with my actions. I don't know who's watching or who might say something. With the Three of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, I still feel like that energy of the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Wands reverse, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, he feels like it's almost like that energy of I don't want to stab someone in the back or make it seem like I'm cheating or doing something disrespectful. But I do feel like I do want to go through with the divorce. With the Queen of Cups in reverse, Ace of Wands reverse, and the Knight of Swords in reverse, I feel like there's that energy of like, but who am I going to disappoint? It's almost like I'm afraid of disappointing my wife, but I'm also afraid of disappointing Zazu. I can't take any action towards Zazu. Knight of Swords in reverse. It's like I have to be careful of my communication. Nine of Pentacles in reverse because I'm not single. Two of Swords, but I do consider asking, or even like, it's almost like, should I say something? Should I not? Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Nine of Swords, and the King of Cups in reverse. It's also that energy of like, I don't think it would be fair. I can't move towards this connection. I can't take action towards this. It's going to give me fear and anxiety, and I'm just very unhappy. I'm emotionally unstable. I'm not really in a good place. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Also feeling like everything is like up in the air. I don't really know what to think of my life. I think he's in a very tough spot. I think he's afraid of how to communicate with others. He's afraid of what drama it might create on top of his already stressful life. With the Strength card, he's in an energy of I really need to like keep focused and make it seem like everything's good and okay in my life. Ten of Cups in reverse, but I am emotionally unfulfilled. I don't want my family to be my family anymore. In other words, he wants a divorce or he wants a breakup because he feels separation. Like I don't feel fulfilled here. Eight of Swords, I feel very trapped. Almost like I'm faking it to everyone that everything's okay, but deep down, it's like I'm a huge mess. Temperance in reverse. Yeah, Eight of Swords, I feel so trapped because Temperance in reverse, my life is like not happy. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Queen of Wands. Knight of Wands reversed, Hermit, and Three of Wands reversed. He feels like my whole life was turned upside down. I feel like I made a mistake investing where I have with his wife, because he's like, I fell for her because I thought she was beautiful, but it was too impulsive. With the Knight of Wands in reverse, I shouldn't have done it. It was too impulsive. It was a mistake. With the Hermit, I've been introspecting and self-reflecting about the mistakes that I've made, where my life has gone. Three of Wands in reverse, like I can't imagine a future with this person. Six of Swords in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse. He wishes that he could come back towards you, but he cannot pursue you romantically. Because with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, it's not the right time. Three of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, High Priestess reversed, and the Hierophant. Also, this energy of he's friends with your mother or friendly with your mother, and he realizes that with the Hierophant and the Six of Wands, he would have been happier to be a part of your family because maybe your parents and he have things in common, or he's realizing that it would have been a better union probably with you because he gets along so well with your parents. And with the Six of Wands, he probably would have had more success, he feels like. But with the Death card and the Justice in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse, he is afraid of the idea of divorce. He feels like, I want to change in my life because I feel like I didn't make the right decisions previously. He feels like he didn't do right by you, or maybe even right by your parents. Page of Cups reversed and the Four of Cups. Yeah, he's very unhappy with his decisions and the mistakes that he made. Five of Pentacles, Six of Cups, and the Five of Swords in reverse. And he's also feeling like he abandoned you. And even though he felt such a deep connection with you, and now he's like sitting there in all of his regret and agony, kind of like, why did I do that? Empress and the Ten of Wands in reverse. Because I got someone pregnant and screwed everything up. Now I'm like overburdened and so stressed out. I don't know what to do. Four of Wands in reversed. There's no stability here. Three of Cups in reversed and the Ace of Swords. And the Knight of Pentacles. He still feels like in a big way he cheated on you with her. Like, or cheated you out of something or betrayed you in some way. Kind of like telling you, I feel like telling you the truth was like betraying you and cutting off our connection or our friendship. With the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, he regrets his decision. He wishes that, he said that he was too slow. He didn't move towards you the way he should have, and he regrets it. With the Seven of Cups and the King of Swords reversed and the Seven of Swords in reverse. And he realizes that, he made a lot of mistakes. I think even like talking to your mother, like made him just relive his past and all the actions that he took or didn't take. And he's starting to see the truth. Like I was confused. I was stupid. Like I wasn't thinking clearly. I was just not in the right place and I was making the wrong decisions. Underlying energy with the Seven of Wands reversed, the King of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. Even though he wants to come towards you, he's in this energy being very defensive because he's like, I just have to focus on my finances and my career. I am, very defensive, even if it's difficult. Like it's something that I have to focus on. I wish that I could be friends with you, but and tell you the truth that I made a mistake with the Moon in reverse and the Judgment reverse. With the Magician, I wish I could fix things, but with the Ace of Cups reverse and the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Cups, but he's like, but I can't commit to any kind of romantic connection with you until I go through an ending. Nine of Cups, my wish with the world is to end a connection and start differently. Hangman, I've been thinking about it for a long time because with the Sun in reverse, I'm so unhappy. Four of Swords, but I have to wait. Two of Wands in reverse, and I keep dragging things out with the Fool to have a new beginning somewhere else. It's like I think about it all the time, but I just drag my feet and don't go through with it. With the Eight of Wands, I want to talk to you or, come towards you with the Five of Wands, but I have so much internal conflict with the Star and the Two of Cups because I think he dreams of being with you or reconnecting with you. But with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, he's afraid of his wife, like, taking all of his money or being vindictive towards him or even you. With the Six of Pentacles and the Devil and the Four of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Chariot in reverse. Ooh, because she might make this assumption that you were friends all along and that he didn't cut ties with you or something and he was just hiding it from you and had a secret relationship. And that's why he's like, I'm not gonna even let that possibility cross her mind or make any suspicion. So I'm just gonna stay away. But I do fantasize often or even like think about returning to you. So I feel like talking to your mother today really, really made him realize, like, man, I've been thinking about this forever, but I haven't been taking any action or doing anything about it. So I hope I was able to help you, hon. And it's 3:33. That might be an extra message for you from Spirit, okay? Let me know how things go, all right? Thank you for being here, and thank you for your donation, hon. Oof. Queen of Swords, you can push your question. I'm gonna run to the restroom. So go ahead and post. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. I was like, don't drink anything, don't drink anything. I'm gonna drink something. My bad. Alright. Alrighty, Queen of Swords. Let's see what we can get for you. Alright. Oh, Zazu, I'm so sorry. Let me do your yes or no. Seven of Cups in reverse? No, I don't think it was that great of a thing. Because with the Three of Cups in reverse, is D someone who's in a connection? Because with the Three of Cups in reverse at the bottom, it's like they're realizing that either, I don't know if it's like they don't want to meet up, or they're not really trying to be friends, or they're in this energy of they're realizing their actions might come across as cheating, or they might be contacting you because of some sort of maybe gossip. But with the Chariot reverse, the World in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles reverse, and the Two of Pentacles, real weird, okay? Because it's not like they're taking action towards you. It's like they just want to make sure that the connection is still open, kind of like I can come in as I go, as I please, and leave as I please, trying to make sure that there's still like positive, like feelings between the two of you. But with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, again, not taking any action to pursue this or even try and be friends with you. Two of Pentacles, they're trying to like juggle you with some other person in their life. So if this is a masculine energy, yeah, I don't know if they're looking for potential people to cheat on their spouse with. If it's a female energy, maybe they're looking to gossip, but I don't feel like they have pure intentions, and I don't think that they're really gonna take any action towards you. It's just like this weird energy of, I don't know how to put it, but it's like, kind of like I want to juggle my options of people to deal with, but I want to make sure that, you know, we're in an okay place. I'd be careful of this, okay? I hope I was able to help you, hon. Ooh, didn't we do a reading when you asked if somebody was coming towards you in love, and I told you that there might be a married person? Is this person married? I don't know. I don't know if it's a man or a woman, but there is this energy where they're kind of like looking at it like that. Be careful. Be careful. Okay, let's see. Queen of Swords, I got you. If they're a man, I say be careful. Especially if they're married and they're calling you, because if their wife doesn't know about it, that's a big red flag, okay? Big red flag. Let me know how things go, though, okay? Because I think there was more than one married person coming towards you when we had asked, and you were like, no, I don't deal with married people. And I was like, I know you don't, but that doesn't mean that they don't, you know? Unfortunately, doesn't mean that they don't. It's an interesting world we live in nowadays. Alrighty, Miss Queen of Swords, let's see. With the Empress in reverse, I get a no. Is Jay female? With the Empress in reverse and the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, I get a no, because with the Empress in reverse, I don't know if this person, if they're female, it could be they're very manipulative. and they might mail. Okay. Well then, if they're not manipulative, it could be that with the Empress in reverse, maybe they know that somebody has like a vendetta against this person or doesn't like this person, or the homeowner, like maybe one or a couple of the homeowners, I don't know if any of them are female with the Empress in reverse, could be that they feel like somebody just has like it out for Jay and is trying to get them in trouble all the time, and this person complains a lot or just has a bad kind of like anger management issues. There might be a woman who might be the ringleader of it all, but they just feel like there's somebody who has a vendetta against him. And with the Nine of Swords in reverse, I feel like there might be just like this energy of we're afraid that there might be revenge involved, and they're kind of worried about how it is. Jay might be even a person who might be a bit spiteful, but regardless, right now it's a no. With the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, if anything, there might be some better opportunity or a different opportunity that's going to be given to Jay, but it's going to be beneficial for them. Kind of making it sound like, oh, we're not letting you go, but there is this other really great opportunity you can take. So I don't think that Jay will be removed immediately. I feel like they might just find a way to move Jay somewhere else. Because Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, if they don't move Jay, Jay might just find a better job. Whatever it is, there's something else that's coming up for them that's going to be beneficial for them. Okay? You're going to have to let me know how it goes. But right now, they're thinking like, ooh, this might be stressful. It's almost like they're afraid to upset this homeowner, specific homeowner, with the Empress in reverse. But it even could be that they're afraid, yeah, but what if Jay gets pissed and comes after us? You know what I mean? It's, I don't know what kind of rules the company is that you work for, but they have to make sure that if they let someone go, that there isn't a reason to get like, I don't know, almost like, what do you call it? Like sued or anything like that. That makes sense. Okay, so I don't see it happening right now. They could change their minds later, but right now they're like, let's look into this a little farther and make sure it's not someone who's just really angry that, you know, Jay caused some problems, or let's see if Jay is really, really a problem. They might, like I said, they might give Jay a different opportunity or be like, oh, hey, you know what? We have this position over here. Do you want to try this? Or Jay might already be looking for something else. But whatever it is, right now, at this moment, they're not thinking about removing him. But it could change, okay? You're going to have to let me know. Let me see about your other question. How things play out for the new property manager. What is the new property manager's first name initial? Hello, A Country Love Homestead. And also, what do you mean by how will things play out for the new property manager? Like, what do you mean? Like, is there something specific in some direction that you're going for? Or you mean, have they not started yet and you're wondering when they start, like, how is it going to go for them? That's such a widely open-ended question. Like, I don't know what direction you're wanting it to go in. Like, how are they going to affect you? Or, you know, are you hoping or wondering if they're going to get fired? Or, I mean, like, what direction are you going with how things will play out? Well, I will tell you, when it comes to C with the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Wands in reverse, this person is always really stressed out. I think C is somebody who is always stressed out. because with the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Wands in reverse, they always feel like a victim. Whoever C is, they always feel like a victim. And with the Eight of Swords, they're always afraid of, oh, I'm afraid of getting screwed over, or it's like, no, things don't ever work out for me, and I'm always like worried that I'm going to do the wrong thing or say the wrong thing. I feel like they also have this problem of, like, I don't feel like I can trust anyone because someone might screw me over at any time. I don't know if they've been fired a lot or they've been hopping jobs a lot, but I do feel like C is always like, I'm scared to say anything wrong because somebody might use something against me. Five of Wands and Ace of Pentacles in reverse. They do also feel like there's somebody who is, I don't know if they're very combative or there's somebody who is not very good with dealing with very stressful situations. With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, like, I've been struggling to find a job, and, you know, maybe it's because they have, like, people complain a lot, or there's always some issue that gets them in trouble that makes them lose their job. So I feel like this person might be very careful of who they communicate with. They have trust issues, and they feel like everyone always screws them over. Okay, let me see. With the Three of Swords in reverse and the Fool in reverse, I think they're just going to be in this energy of, oh, we're glad that somebody different is coming in. Maybe it's going to make us feel better because this person is accommodating to us, or it's like, you know, they're new, they're different. We're starting on a clean plate with a clean slate, and we're happy that anything that happened in the past with the past property manager, they feel like, you know, feel better now. Like, if anyone has any grievances, because they're asking for so many different people, Queen of Swords. I don't know specifically who feels what way, but somebody feels like, oh, good, we're starting over. So whatever happened with the previous property manager, I'm over it. With the Fool in reverse, it's also the energy of like, yeah, but I hope they're more mature this time. I hope they're like more suited for the position and they're more serious. With the Nine of Cups and the Lovers in reverse, there's also somebody who might feel like, somebody might be very attracted to C. They might feel like, ooh, this person's really great. They're like a wish come true. They're kind of awesome. I love that someone new came in. But with the Lovers reverse at the bottom, I do feel like they're in that energy of maybe they went through a breakup and they're interested in C, or it could very well be that they're just like, you know, the previous person wasn't so great, so I'm excited to maybe get to know this person. With the Star and the Six of Wands in reverse though, but I feel like there is this energy that somebody will be like, ooh, this person is getting lots of attention, but I feel like it's going to be bad news for me. Almost like this energy of maybe too many people like them, or this person gets a lot of attention. And because of this, C can't give a lot of attention to everybody. And so they feel like, how come you're not paying any attention to me? It's like everyone's so interested in you or getting to know you or talk to you, so you're not giving me attention. So I don't know if you have any residents there who are super needy. And they feel like, you know, it's like, oh, you're new, but like, you know, everyone's trying to get to you and I want to talk to you, but it's like I can't ever get any time to talk to you. So someone might just be like very attracted to them. Let me see. With the Seven of Swords in reverse and the Five of Cups, somebody might go to C and want to just like, okay, so there might be some either lonely or people who live there who are kind of like missing, maybe they missed the previous person. With the Seven of Swords in reverse, somebody might say, where's the previous property manager? Like, you know, they were so great. Where did they go? I missed them. And they're kind of sad that the other property manager isn't there. So I don't know if this person is going to mention it to you or one of your coworkers or to the new property manager, asking like, oh, hey, what happened to the previous person? I like them. You know what I mean? I feel like someone might come out and ask that. With the Hangman and the Two of Cups in reverse, I also do feel like there's someone who's going to be like, well, I don't know. Let's give it time and see what C is like. Like, I don't know what to think of you. With the Two of Cups in reverse, almost like the energy of, I don't have any thoughts or feelings about you coming here. Like, let's see what you bring to the table, that kind of thing. With the High Priestess and the Devil in reverse, another person just feels like, I don't know what to think of you. With the Devil in reverse, there's somebody with the Devil in reverse. They're kind of like, thank goodness the other person was let go of. I don't know what to think of you, C, but I'm glad that the other person got rid of the other person. So somebody's happy that C has come in, but not like happy because C's there, but more of an energy of, I'm just glad someone new is here. I would say, because these are lots of very differing opinions. It's almost like, because if I had asked about one person feeling certain things about you, or, you know, over a certain situation, I would think that this person has multiple personalities, you know, because it keeps so significantly different. But there is this energy, because these are all different residents, like, everyone has a unique opinion, because clearly some people like the previous person, some people didn't. With the Ace of Wands sideways and the Ten of Wands, I'm not going to lie to you, somebody might be trying to make it difficult for C. With the Ace of Wands sideways, it's almost like, you know, maybe I can take this opportunity away from you, or maybe like I can make your life hard so that, you know, you get screwed over. It's almost like trying to get rid of this person. That's not good. Because C isn't there and creating like, or I don't know if C has arrived yet, but because C is like creating lots of like issues, or sorry, is coming in with a lot of like fragmented energy, I feel like there is some kind of energy of people will already have a certain feeling and be going based on their feeling. Because humans are very like emotional, unfortunately. Unfortunately, so it's a lot of mixed energy. Like, people should give everyone a chance, but in the beginning, so let's see, is C there yet? Like, has C started working? Oh, so when you had asked previously if PH was going to be brought back, I said no, right? So they did let PH go for good. I remember you asking about PH. $3 days. Okay, gotcha. And Miss J, you can post your questions. I'll answer you right after Queen of Swords. With the King of Cups in reversed and the Magician reversed. Okay, so this might be very... I don't know if this is associated with the Ace of Wands sideways and the Ten of Wands, but with the King of Cups in reverse and the Magician reverse, somebody misses the previous person, or they are emotionally unstable. And because of this, with the Magician in reverse, they're kind of like wanting to get revenge against C, because they're not an emotionally stable person and they're selfish and manipulative. It very well could be that this person is trying to, I don't know if they're really exactly trying to screw over C, but maybe trying to see what they can get away with. With the King Cups in reverse, could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or it very well could be somebody who has, I don't know if there is somebody who drinks a lot or smokes a lot, or they're just somebody who's emotionally volatile. There's somebody who wants to see what they can get away with C, kind of like, oh, well, what can I do to help myself out and see what, you know, how easy, or how, you know, how much does C follow the rules, or how much can I get away with, you know? This person is testy. Sometimes it's a Scorpio, because Scorpios like to test boundaries with people, but this is a person who wants to see what they can get away with. I remember you saying that about PH, and you had asked if they were going to bring him back because the residents were so mad, but I didn't see them bringing him back. With the Knight of Swords and the Emperor, there is somebody who wants to get to know him like right away. They're in that energy of, I want to get to know you, I want to talk to you, I want to see what you're about. With the Emperor, it could be a man who is either very wealthy or somebody who feels like they've lived in they're a resident who's lived there a long time and has some authority or some say, kind of like maybe a lot of the residents go to this person. It's like when they have problems. So I feel like this person's like, I want to get to know C right away. I want to have conversations with them. With the Chariot in reverse and the Three of Pentacles, I do also feel like there is somebody who is thinking about just, you know, you're just somebody who works here. I hope you stay a while, but I'm not somebody who really cares who comes and goes. It's almost that energy of I'm not going to make any effort to get to know you or figure you out. You know, I just live here, I work here, like, not even like work so much as like, how do you put it? If I have to deal with you, I will, but whatever. Somebody is just like, whatever. If you're here, you're here. If you're not, you're not. Whatever. I'm not making any efforts to get to know you. I didn't get to know the previous person. Whatever. So somebody just doesn't care. With the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Now, is he a man or a woman? Queen of Swords. Because with the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Wands, like, there might be somebody, there might be a woman who might want to ask C, like, you know, why did the previous person leave? It's like this person might take action and be like, yo, let me know what happened to C. PH. Why did PH leave? Female? Okay. Now, if she's female, then it could be that somebody finds her to be attractive and it's like they're glad that the previous person left because C is more attractive than PH or whatever. But there is this energy where a woman might ask me, like, why did the previous person leave? Anything else? How do residents receive? Let's see. But the Seven of Pentacles sideways and the Two of Pentacles. So there are some people who are just like, well, let's see how long C lasts for. Because with the Seven of Pentacles sideways, some people are uncertain of whether or not she's going to last for a long time. Two of Pentacles, like up in the air. A lot of people are very torn as to what to think. Like some people are open to like getting to know her, or some people are even open to, you know, saying, okay, well, someone new is here. Let's see what she's like. And some people are like, boo, like I want the previous person back. Or it's like, why is there someone new? Like, tell us the truth. What happened? It's almost like people want to know, like, what did PH do that was so bad? Or was PH leaving and like why didn't PH tell us? Because some people aren't certain, you know, because sometimes it's none of their business, you know. They're, you know, property managers, and why people stay and go is not really anyone's business other than the employer and the employee, you know. So no one has to be given any reason, but everyone's energy seems to be very different and unique, okay? She might not, because it looks like with the Seven of Pentacles sideways and Two of Pentacles, there are people who are wondering, is she even going to stick around? Like, so I feel like everyone is very torn. There is hot and cold energy here. I don't see like anything substantially or like significantly consistent. Like each person, individual, or each resident has a different feeling about, you know, whether or not they should be open to the new person or like whatever. I don't care. So it's hit or miss, hon. Everyone feels something different. With the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles in reversed, there is a person who just feels like, I don't know, it's almost like, I don't know if she's here or how much she's willing to do for us, if she's willing to go the extra mile. Four of Pentacles, I hope she stays, but I hope she's somebody who's willing to go the extra mile for me. Do you know what I mean? Almost like, if I need something taken care of, even if you have to stay after your work hours or after your shift, I hope that you'll take care of it, you know? And if you do, then I hope you stay for a long time. So in other words, there are several people who are showing up who are very like selfishly minded. As long as you accommodate to my needs, that's all I care about. So like I said, every unique person has unique feelings, and that's what I get. Some of them are just, a lot of them are just hit or miss. Some of them are willing to try her out, and some of them are just like hard pressed of like, what the heck is going on? I want to know what happened, you know? People like to gossip, so I feel like, but like I said, with the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Wands in reverse, she's somebody who gets screwed over a lot, and so she kind of like is worried of losing her job because people are combative and fight a lot, or like, the thing is, whenever you're in a position of power, Unfortunately, if someone doesn't like you, or if someone feels slighted by you, or whatever, or rejected by you, they screw you over. You know, you got to be real careful of that. Unfortunately, in the working world, people will even lie because they, you know, hold a, what do you call it? Hold a grudge against you just because you didn't say hi to them one day. Like, it's pretty amazing, unfortunately, but that's what it is, hon. Okay, it's very different for every person. Like I said, I don't know how well or how long it's gonna last. She's gonna last for, but she's somebody who feels like she always gets screwed over, and then there's always some sort of drama that happens where she loses her job or she wants to quit and leave. Okay, so some jobs aren't for some people. Okay, and if she's somebody who, with the Eight of Swords, is always assuming the worst, and the Nine of Wands in reverse, playing the victim, she might not last. Okay, I hope I was able to help you in some way. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your donation. And, you know, be nice to new people, because if you were starting new at a job, wouldn't you want for people to be nice to you and give you a shot? It's the only thing I can say. And I would say that to your residents as well, so everyone's treated fairly and they're nice to each other. Okay, good luck, hon. Let me know how things go. Okay, and for whatever reason PH was let go, hopefully it was for a good reason, because nowadays you just never know. Okay, Miss J, let's see. Let's see what we can get. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Miss Queen of Swords. Even if it wasn't a good reason, but now you know, like, the rules, right? Because companies, they are what they are for a reason, and they are sometimes more strict with certain rules sometimes than others, and it's always up in the air of why it is. But just be aware of that rule, just in case you end up in that position one day, that, you know, that's something that could get you fired. Okay, good luck, hon, and be careful out there. Listen, be careful when you're dealing with the public. Sometimes it can be a little bit tricky. So he's really scared about his job. He's more concerned about his job and his financial stability than he is about anything else. Whatever benefits him is all he cares about. So let's see. With the Fool in reverse, does he have pure intentions towards you? No. With the Fool in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse, this is a person who has a lot of difficulty seeing things clearly, maybe making good decisions, or even communicates. Or maybe they're just very unintelligent. There's a lot of this energy of, I'm very easily triggered, I'm very sensitive. You say one thing that, you know, maybe you can say, oh, hey, how are you doing? Or, are you feeling okay? Like, you know, you've been coughing a lot. Like, are you okay? It's like, what, do I seem weak to you? Do you know what I mean? It's like any little thing sets them off. King of Swords in reverse has issues with their ego, so they're very easily triggered, but they're also somebody who doesn't always listen carefully when you're speaking to them. So you might be saying something innocent or saying something that's not a big deal, but they might take it crooked. Like, are you saying my idea isn't good? Like, why do you have a different opinion than me? Why don't you agree with me? And it's like, I didn't, like, not agree with you. I mean, I'm just saying this is a potential other thing, you know, like, this is another option. I'm just giving another option since we're all brainstorming. But he might be like, but you're disagreeing with me because you have another idea. And it's like, but that's not what it is. Like, this is the kind of person that he is. So with the Fool in reverse, he feels like you might be taking opportunities away from him, or you might, like, it's almost like I want to prevent other people from doing better than me because I want to win. Does that make sense? So I'd be very careful of him, of what you tell him, because I don't think he's going to remember what you tell him. I think he might turn it around in his head for some reason. It's really weird how some people do this. Like, you tell someone something very clearly, like, please don't send this email out until 4 o'clock tomorrow. And they're like, oh, you want me to send it before 4 o'clock tomorrow? I remember hearing you tell me to send it before 4 o'clock. And it's like, I did not. I said, do not send it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, that's the kind of person that he is. I don't think he really listens to people. I think that he just, like, and then it's like, it's not his fault, it's your fault. Because that's not what you said. You said, and it's like, no, it's not what I said. I said, don't do it. And it's like, you didn't say that. You told me to. Because he doesn't listen to people. Okay. And with the Nine of Swords in reverse and the Judgment in reverse, so he doesn't sleep at night. He's always so stressed out and scared and misinterpreting everything and making mistakes. And he's like, he doesn't make good decisions. He doesn't think clearly. He's somebody who just doesn't really, like, I hate to say it, but I'm like, does your brain not work, or do you not sleep, or are you taking meds? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, that's the kind of energy he's coming across as with the King of Swords reverse, the Nine of Swords reverse, Judgment in reverse. He just doesn't, he's either not intelligent, I hate to say it like that because it sounds so negative, but he's either not intelligent or he just doesn't make good decisions because he's always overthinking things and overanalyzing things, and I don't know, he's just got a really negative headspace. And with the Four of Swords sideways, the Ace of Wands reverse, the Page of Cups, and the King of Pentacles, all he cares about is his job, his stability, and money. What can I do to get ahead? What can I do to keep my job? What can I do with, like, the least amount of work? Because with the Four of Swords sideways, this is, again, a person who doesn't sleep at night, doesn't take care of himself, is always overly stressed out, overthinking, not thinking clearly. Ace of Wands reverse and Page of Cups, he's nice to everybody because he doesn't want for anyone to take anything from him, okay? He's like, if there's an opportunity, I don't want to lose out to it, like, from anyone. If someone has ideas, I don't want them to be better than mine. Like, because he's like, I'm going to be nice to everybody and act like I'm everybody's friend, but deep down, I'm having plans to sabotage you. Like, I hate to say it like that because it makes him sound evil, but it's like, he assumes that everyone's against him or everyone's trying to take something from him, but he has to realize that it's basically a free-for-all. You just show your worth and your value and what you're capable of, and people make a decision based on that. But for him, he just feels like everyone's trying to attack him or take things away from him. And he does it to himself because of his King of Swords reversed energy, again, and not sleeping well and not taking care of himself. So he feels like, I don't think it's just you though, Miss J. I think it's just everybody. Everyone around him is trying to screw him over. Everyone around him, like, thinks they're better than him. Like, everyone around him is, like, acting like he's dumb. You know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of like that victim mentality of everyone's always screwing me over or lying about me, but he's the one who's lying, or he's the one who's not paying attention, or he's the one who's screwing up. So don't take it personally. I don't think it has anything to do with you. I think this is just a crappy person who just always wants to be right and always wants to, I don't know, it's like, I want to be a boss and not have to lift a finger. Like, I want to be able to take a nap, or I want to, like, you know, take 5-hour lunch breaks and no one questions me. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like he's just one of those people who likes to manipulate his way to power so that he can tell people what to do but not have to do anything himself. Okay? And it's unreasonable and illogical, so I'd be careful of him. I'd be careful of him. He's just a weird, like, the energy's not really great. Yeah. King of Swords in reverse will do that. Kind of like everything needs to work out in my favor because I said so, because that's what I want. And if it doesn't, then you're the problem, not me. But it's like, but you created the mess. And he's like, whatever, no, I didn't. Weird. And like I said, just be very, very cautious of this person's energy because he literally just doesn't like think clearly, you know, because he's always so stressed out, always over analyzing, and always thinking someone's trying to take something away from him. Interesting energy. All right, let's see about your second one. So I read your second question as I shuffled, and she's gonna she's gonna mess up, because I literally heard no, and I had like a weird like hiccup randomly. So I feel like she's gonna screw up, like accidentally say something she's not supposed to, or it's like people like very quickly, like her deception or something is gonna come out. And I've been streaming for 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 1 second. So 1111 and 414. So I feel like there might be a better opportunity of stability. Kind of like you were more consistent, or maybe you have more stable energy. So it's like it's gonna be very visible. But I feel like she might mess up and say something like out loud that she shouldn't, and be like, oh, you know what I mean? I don't know if you watched that. I don't know if you watched the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial, where Amber Heard, in her deposition, she said something and realized she said it and was like, oh, and like covered her own mouth, but she was like captured on film. It's like that. It's like she tells on herself on accident. So I feel like she's gonna get caught. Like she's gonna be found out. If not, people already don't believe her because you're more consistent than she is. But let me see. There's a lot of very strange energy coming out for her. Okay, let's see. Let me see what you're saying. Let me see what you're saying. That's weird. That's really weird. Super shady and weird. But okay, with the Ten of Swords, no. She might get fired actually for her mess ups. Ten of Swords, it's going to come to a stop. I don't know if she's going to get fired or an opportunity is going to end for her. But something not very good is coming her way because of her own actions. Like I said, she might have a hiccup or mess up somewhere or be caught in a lie or something. Whatever it is with the Ten of Swords, it might end to her own demise. So no, I don't think that what she said or done will affect you negatively. I think it's going to affect her negatively. And with the Page of Cups at the bottom, it is an energy of her, like, maybe being too flirtatious with people, or maybe thinking someone's her friend who isn't. But there is some energy where there's going to be something that's told or said or found out that's going to end her own demise. Okay, with the Sun sideways, the Five of Swords sideways. Oh, and it came out, the Five of Swords, because literally I thought about that. I was like, she had the Five of Swords reverse energy. It's showing sideways, though. With the Sun sideways, the Five of Swords sideways, and the World card, again, something might lead to her ending where something, like the truth is hidden. Maybe she lied about something and it hasn't been found out yet. And with the Sun being sideways and the Five of Swords sideways, something might be found out that wasn't true that she said or did. And with the World card being at the bottom, it very well could be, it could end something for her. With the Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Hangman, the Knight of Cups reversed, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Swords reversed, and the King of Swords reversed. There is a boss, I think, who already doesn't like her, who wants to either reprimand her or has been noticing things about her, doesn't want to deal with her. Because with the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Hangman, this person is like, I don't see a future for this person here. I've been thinking about getting rid of her, or I don't like she's not like a, what do you call it, like a helpful person. With the Knight of Cups reverse, I don't want to be friends with this person. I don't like this person. Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords in reverse, I feel like she might affect my stability here. and she stresses me out. And with the King of Swords in reverse, this person might fire her or get rid of her. Kind of like maybe she like held on to something or said something, and this person has been holding on to it. It's like, I've caught your lie, I recognized it, now I feel like you might be lying to me about everything, I'm second guessing what you tell me, and if I catch you again, I'm firing you or demoting you or something. So there's already one person, one of the bosses, who thinks very negatively of her and questions her. Like, what? Did she say that the last time? Because if she did, I'm going to see if she'll say it again or she's going to say something else, because this doesn't sound good and I already don't like her and I'm liking her even less. So I think that somebody is already wanting to get rid of her, okay? See? Yeah, but one of the bosses already doesn't like her and doesn't see a future for her there. Doesn't want to deal with her, doesn't want to be around her. Also thinks about them like, I don't like this person. Something like she's hiding something. She gives me stress. I don't think that she's always honest or very like forthcoming about things that she's supposed to be. And this person does not like her. I don't know which boss it is. King of Swords in reverse. Somebody doesn't like her. One of the bosses doesn't like her. Ah, okay. Yeah, he feels like she's like something shady about her, or like I said, he might have already heard her lie about something and catch it. Whatever it is, somebody doesn't like her and it's like, I'll get rid of her. Yeah, give me a reason, I'll get rid of her. So don't worry. I don't think that's the thing, Miss J. Everything happens for a reason, and let people show them who they are to you, and don't let it affect you negatively, because at the end of the day, someone's always going to be jealous of you. It doesn't matter if you're pretty or not, if you're more intelligent, if you have better ideas, if you drive a nicer car, if you have a cuter bag, if you have nice hair, if your nails are pretty, you know what I mean? Any little thing can set any person off. Unfortunately, in this life, humans are very unique because of the experiences that they went through, because of their own insecurities, because of trauma, childhood trauma, adult trauma, relationship trauma, whatever it is. You'll always find somebody who doesn't like you for some very petty reason, and sometimes for very real reasons, but whatever it is, you can't let how everyone feels about you affect you so negatively, because you cannot please everyone. I understand that very well here too on my channel. I can't please everyone. Like, I would love to be able to, but it's hard, It's hard. Because there's this other thing where sometimes we're not supposed to know everything about life, because we have to experience things to figure out who we are as people. Because how do you know who you are and what you want in your life? Because you've tried things, kind of like with jobs. Like, you'll try one job, you'll be like, I don't like this job, so I'm gonna quit and find something else, or I'm gonna stay and move up. Whatever it is, everyone has their own desires, their own needs, and their own opinions about things based on their experiences. Okay? Yes, you can, JD. But that's what I see for you, Miss J. Don't stress out. I feel like you're going to do pretty well in your life, as long as you stay true to yourself and believe in yourself, okay? Because your energy is very, like, forward moving and very, how do you put it, ambitious. So I feel like you're going to be okay. But, don't let other people get you down, okay? Of course, of course. But that's the thing. Show people your value and your capabilities in your work. Don't worry about other people saying bad things about you, because even if you can't defend yourself, your work proves how valuable you are, okay? What your output is. If you sat there and did nothing all day, and there's nothing to show that you've done anything, of course, then there's no proof. But because you're putting in effort and you're really making changes or giving ideas and even putting in input in meetings and whatnot, that shows your value, okay? Don't worry. You have value and you will be successful, okay? Just have faith in yourself and keep pushing yourself forward. Don't let people get you down, all right? And don't take any constructive criticism too personally and negatively, okay? I hope I was able to help you, hon. Let me know how things go. Okay, I have to take this call real quick. So anyone who's here, you can post your yes or no question. When I come back, and I'll do several, I'll be right back. Hold on, let me take this call real quick. Okay, let me do a few of these. AM, you were first. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie to you, AM, it doesn't always, tarot doesn't typically read too far out into the future. If I see, feel, or sense anything, if my psychic energy picks up on it, then it's typically that's something you can't change. Sometimes spirit will show you things that are gonna happen no matter what, but the cards don't reflect that because the cards read the current energy. In other words, if you're not actively looking for someone to date or be in a relationship with, nothing's going to happen. Does that make sense? Because even if they say, yeah, there's energy for it because you've been looking or because you want it to, but then if you're going to sit at home and not do anything about it, then it's not going to happen. Does that make sense? You have to be in an energy of continuously searching or making room for it to happen. Let me see. Because you might end up with more than one girlfriend. Because what if you start dating someone and then like break up and then find someone else? But let me see. If you're gonna find a girlfriend, with the Six of Cups in reverse, they get a no. Currently, not right now. Six of Cups in reverse and the Magician. Because they're things from your past. I don't know if there's like negative memories or maybe there's a girl from your past that you're like sad about. Could even be if it's not like another girl, it could be like friendships, relationships, or even things from your childhood that you haven't healed. I don't know what kind of negative memories you might have or hold on to. With the Magician at the bottom, it's like you're trying to manifest, but you're holding on to something hurtful. So I don't know if it's like childhood trauma or like not connecting with people or hurtful connections. Could even be family or friends, but there's something that you should work on before looking for someone. Hold on. With the Three of Wands in reverse and the Nine of Swords, I feel like there's also this, you have a lot of anxiety and fear about getting close to people. Maybe you don't like really opening up to people very much. If you're masculine, if you're a male energy, a lot of times men have a difficult time opening up to people, but there is this thing where you also worry about the future. Like it could be that, oh, I mean, like, I don't know where I'm going to be in the future. Like, am I going to have enough money to, take care of myself? Or where am I going to live? Or what's my job going to be? Or I don't know. It's like you have a fear of the future that's holding you back. And again, it could be because of childhood trauma, or it could be like because you lack relationships or friendships or connections that really make you feel like positive about yourself. It's a very limited kind of energy that I can show you, but there are things right now that are affecting you that you need to overcome in order to have like a successful relationship. Okay, well that's why I asked, because I was like, I don't know that you're male, because the energy I feel from you is like a masculine energy, but it's not male. I don't know how to I don't know how to describe it. Like I don't know, like sometimes it's like not very like, I'm like, it's a masculine energy, but I don't really feel like you're male. I don't know, it's just like this feeling. But I do feel like you got to work on some things that have happened to you in your life in order to make that decision, because there is this heavy like fear of the future, kind of like, I don't know about my future. I don't know if you're like afraid of people not accepting you with the Six of Cups in reverse. So it could be growing up, if you have family or friends or something who are very opposed to that kind of connection or something. There is some kind of childhood or past issue in your life where you do worry about it with the Magician energy, but Spirit is saying keep your thoughts positive and keep manifesting and speaking to Spirit and letting them know what you want. write down a list of the specific qualities that you want in a person so that you can attract that kind of person in. Don't put any names of people, and don't say, I don't want this in a person, and don't put any of the don'ts or the negatives. Only say, I want a romantic connection with a woman who is intelligent, who loves purely and genuinely. You know, whatever it is, the qualities that you want, write it down and speak it into the universe and let spirit know, because you're in a highly manifestative period right now with the Magician coming out as your underlying energy. You can have whatever you want, but let go of things from your past that didn't work out for you, or fears of it happening again. And also, you got to work on this anxiety that you have and fear about the future or lack of a future, okay? I hope I was able to help you in some way. Let me know how things go, okay? And JD, I don't know what that means. What I start doing this summer. Doing what? Or who? What? Let me know how things go. And it's 432. That might be an extra message for you from Spirit AM, okay? So look up 432 as a spirit number and see what it says, okay? Well, you also have to put yourself out there, okay? Make sure you put yourself out there in like social situations, get to know people, you know, and also feel comfortable in your own skin, okay? Don't worry, you'll get there. I have faith in you. But I heard, like, it was very, I don't know how to put it, but when I read your question and I was like shuffling, I had this sense of like hesitation, and also this sense of kind of like, I don't know, feeling locked in your own mind or something, kind of like the Eight of Swords energy of like feeling trapped in your own like head a lot. So I feel like there is something that you have to release about yourself and be open to opening up and getting close to someone, okay? I have faith in you. You'll get one. Just give it some time and don't put pressure on yourself. All right, Jeannie. Let's see what we can get for Jeannie. Okay, let's see. Well, that's a good question. Ooh, some cards kind of like flipped in a spiral out. So it's kind of like it's hit or miss depending on what you do. Hold on. I get with the Four of Swords in reverse, no. And I feel like there's a part of you that almost feels like that. Because the Four of Swords in reverse is kind of like that fear of like, is it happening? Have I met that person? Am I even going down the right path? It's weird because when I was shuffling beforehand, I hear no. But also it's like, but then it kind of vanished. In other words, it's like, it's almost like the energy of, maybe you don't recognize certain parts of your own character or people that you're dating to really like make the right decision for yourself, or maybe stand up for yourself. But with the Four of Swords in reverse, sometimes you don't think clearly about your feelings and your emotions because do you not sleep enough? Because there is this energy where there is a lack of like, how do you put it? You're not sleeping enough or taking care of yourself. You have a lot of stress, a lot of like fear. Also an energy of this, how do you put it? Where it's like, is it going to happen? Is he coming? Am I with him? Like, do I start over? I don't want to start over. Do I have to? But what about my kids? Like, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that keeps going on in your head. With the King of Swords at the bottom, it very well could be with the King of Swords that if you sleep more, you might be able to, I don't know if there's like this, a divorced man with the King of Swords, or a, how do you put it? an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or something that's trying to communicate with you while you sleep. Or it even could be like a father figure, but it's like I try to communicate with you, but you're not sleeping. So there might be an older man who is talking to you, or a man who is divorced, or a man who... King of Swords is a very... it's a lot of potential possibilities. It's in the upright though, so I'm kind of confused, because usually with the King of Swords in reverse, it'll be like an older man who's passed away. But because the King of Swords is in the upright, it's like I'm trying to talk to you, because that's like the deepest part of you. And because with the Four of Swords in reverse, you're not sleeping at night, or you're unwilling to connect with me. Because with the Five of Cups and the Empress in reverse, I feel like there is this energy within you where you might be a little bit controlling, or like wanting things to happen very quickly or in a certain way, or there's a part of you that you need to heal within yourself. It's like there are little maybe like past traumas in your life that you need to work on, because with the Five of Cups, you have a tendency of being disappointed in relationships or with the people that you meet. Is that true? Because the Five of Cups is disappointment, it's sadness, or it's like, man, is it ever going to get better, or is this all I'm stuck with? And because of that, with the Empress in reverse, Spirit's like, if you were to take care of yourself or work on past issues in your life, you'll be able to see things a little bit more clearly. But also there is a part of you where it could be fear is overriding your decision making, and it's making you want things to happen faster or be faster. But with the Three of Cups sideways, the Queen of Pentacles sideways, the Nine of Cups sideways, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse, Spirit is saying that you, again, it's an energy that you got to work on your self-esteem, because talk to people that you really trust. Because with the Three of Cups sideways, the Queen of Pentacles sideways, and the Nine of Cups sideways, I don't know if you're not very happy with your own friend group, or you feel like a little bit detached. Kind of like I feel like I've invested in people that don't really care about me, or, you know, I can't invest in them enough, or they don't invest in me as much as I do them. And so I feel like I don't really have people that I hang out with that really, really like get me. Or sometimes you wonder, it's like, I wish that I had just like more happiness or fulfillment. So I do feel like there's a part of you, it's like I do want it, but I might tell myself that I don't. Because the Empress reversed and the Queen of Pentacles sideways is also an energy of kind of like saying, like, I don't know about long-term stability, if I'll get it again, if I'll have it again, or maybe do I date all the time with the Three of Cups sideways, or with the Nine of Cups sideways also, I feel like there's a part of you who you don't know that you really want what you want. Does that make sense? So I feel like there's this energy of like, get to know yourself better, really figure out what you want and stand by it. Don't take partial, like, kind of like if a person isn't giving you what you want, then walk away, okay? But that's what I see, hon. I'm trying now, you know. Oh, I know. But Spirit is saying, Empress in reverse, you got to take care of yourself and sleep. So that, and I think that there is somebody who's trying to talk to you in your sleep, and you don't have to accept their communication if you don't want to. I know for me it can be frightening. but I'm just saying, like, I think that there's a part of you where you're just like, don't accept less than what you deserve, Janie. Make sure that you really know what you want and that you're getting what you want, okay? Don't let somebody feed you scraps and feel like, well, it's the best that I can do, or that's the best that I can find. Make sure that you know who you are and what you want, and that they're giving it to you. And if they're not meeting you at that level, that should be enough for you to be like, well, then I don't want this. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to let people go who aren't giving you what you want and what you need. Does that make sense? Because you're teaching them that it's okay to treat you that way, okay? Be very careful. I hope I was able to help you, hon. Because, like I said, I heard no, but it's up to you what you want, okay? Don't over stress about that, okay? I hope I was able to help you. Good luck. And Country Love Homestead, I'm going to do you. And JD, will you post your... I see your yes or no. Will you post your other question as well? And then I'll do you right after Country Love, because I did say I was going to do a couple of free ones. And I did get another donation, so I will do you, JD, all together right after Country Love Homestead. Let me see. Let me know how things go, okay? Oops, sorry. Let me remove that. Homestead. Let's see. Ooh, okay. As I read your question and was shuffling Country Love Homestead, I literally was staring and just my eyes dropped. Kind of like for a moment, but then he's gonna dip off. Hold on. If it's a he, whoever DJ is, like it's like it will for a moment, but then they dip off, or they are very like, I don't know if it's like an inconsistently, or they have wandering eyes. I don't know. Hold on, let me see. Or maybe a short attention span? I don't know. Some energy about him. Okay. I see. All right, with the Two of Cups in reverse, yes, but there's a delay, okay? Because with the Two of Cups in reverse and the Seven of Swords reverse and the King of Cups and the Page of Swords in reverse, so this man, he likes you a lot, all right? He's got a lot of feelings for you. He might even be like falling in love or in love with you, but he likes to watch you, okay? It's going to be slow and steady, but he likes to watch and figure you out. Because with the Two of Cups in reverse, could very well be, I'm not ready for like a serious committed relationship right now, because with the Seven of Swords in reverse, I want you to reveal more about yourself. Like, prove to me that you're the person that you are. Like, it's almost like he spies on you or tries to like get information out of you without having to press you. Kind of like, are you a consistently like nice person, or do you play tricks on people? Do you know what I mean? So this is a person who is, because I like you, I want to make sure that you're not going to hurt me. Because it could be that he went through a very painful breakup, but it's like with the King of Cups, he likes you a lot. He's got a lot of feelings, okay? So he will eventually, but he likes to try and like get information on you on the sly, or for you to reveal sides of you, kind of like mess up. Show me a side of you that, you know, you've been trying to hide from me. Does that make sense? Because he just feels like, well, what else you got hiding? Are you really worth me getting to a relationship and you breaking my heart over? As if he's already anticipating you breaking his heart, okay? So let me know. It's going to take time. It is slow. I hate the Two of Cups in reverse because it's still a yes, it's going to, but it's also owie. Does that make sense? Let me know how things go, okay? I hope I was able to help you, hon. Thank you for being here, and thank you for hanging out and trying to be very, how do you put it? Patient. I know my readings are long. I try to get free ones in, I swear, but sometimes I don't have time, and sometimes I'm like, I'm trying to get through them all. All right. Good luck, hon. Alrighty, Miss JD, I gotcha. Are you going to be dating this summer? Well, you know that's up to you. But let's see what your energy looks like for the summer. Let's see. Hello, Dowie Dow. Well, what did I say? With the Hangman reverse and the Page of Wands, you got to put yourself out there, JD. It looks like that, you know, you got to get social. You got to be, you know, take on that challenge and get out there and be active. Because the Page of Wands is like, I'm ready for a new adventure. I'm ready for new, and I'm going to take action. I'm going to either put myself on social media or like an app, or go out to social things. Hangman in reverse, get social. Put yourself out there and get social. Communicate with people, or put yourself in situations where you're around people. Be open to it. Let's see. With the Hangman, with the Magician reverse and the Seven of Swords in reverse. So Spirit is saying this summer, be honest with yourself. Because with the Magician reverse and the Seven of Swords in reverse, you're having this problem where you're not manifesting clearly what you want. And also, it's like you're not taking action with your manifestation. In other words, I want to date, but I'm just going to sit at home and hang out with like a bag of popcorn and watch Netflix by myself. It's like, but if you're going to Netflix and chill, ask someone to come over and Netflix and chill with you. Don't do it by yourself. You know, but you're kind of like not manifesting correctly, kind of like, I want to date someone new, but you know what? I really want my ex from the past, so if he comes back, I'll take that. You know, don't do that either, because then you're manifesting that you want to be single, okay? The way that you talk to spirit and the way that you act in your life is going to affect whether or not you actually date, because you might not even be open to it because you're kind of like, no, I just like being by myself and I just hope he just shows up at my door. And then spirit's like, well, that's not going to happen. Spirit is saying, you know, no, it's not going to happen unless with the Hangman reverse and the Page of Wands, you start taking action and putting yourself out there and getting like a connection for you to date and be in a connection with, okay? Let me see. Sorry, let me see. Oh, I see. Country Love Homestead. I see. Country Love Homestead, all you can do is give that love like you can. There is some warm energy about you, Country Love Homestead, where you have a lot of warmth and love in you. And I don't think he's like kind of surprised, but he's also like, are you fake? Are you just doing this to butter me up so that you can stab me with the butter knife so it hurts even worse? Do you know what I mean? Because when you're stabbed with a sharp knife, you don't feel the initial pain, right? But then you're like, ow. But then with a butter knife, man, that hurts. That hurts. So be nice and like, you know, trying to get him to open up more. Good, JD, good. But, you know, I'm not going to lie to you, a lot of people get drunk at wine tasting, so sometimes it's not the best way to meet someone new, but also it's it's putting yourself out there, okay? Definitely. And even go out with your girlfriends or even like, you know, friends, family members, whatever. Go do social things. And again, if you don't like dating apps or something, put yourself in positions where you're around lots of people. Like if someone invites you to like a dinner or someone invites you to like a party or something, don't say no. Just be like, cool, maybe I'll meet someone new, okay? So put yourself in situations when you're meeting people and be in a mindset where you're like, I want to meet someone new. I'd like, you know, and again, keep your thoughts positive. Don't say, I don't want this kind of person. I don't want that. Like, don't do that. Just be like, I would like a man who is loving, kind, sweet, or if you want a woman, well, no, you want a man. Be like, I want a man who's loving, kind, loyal, sweet, intelligent, you know, funny, whatever traits that you want. Don't put names on it, just what you want, okay? Excuse me. Let me see about your other question. What to look forward to? Oh, JT, you're so funny. Interesting. Well, let's see. What can you look forward to for May and June? Let's see. With the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, so I don't really see like a ton of opportunities for finances in your workplace. With the Ten of Swords in reverse, I don't see you quitting or really going anywhere or like an ending of any kind when it comes to your money. But with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it even could be that maybe there's a potential position that's going to be open or opportunity if someone would leave, but they're not going to leave in May or June. Could be that they're going to leave like in September or like August, but it's like unless this person leaves, there's not going to be an opportunity or something open like in the workplace or finances. But is there something? So in other words, maybe you'll hear that somebody's about to leave or an opportunity is about to show up, but it's not ready yet. So it could be like you might hear something in May or June about it, but it's not, you're not going to be able to apply for it or get it then. Let's put it that way. You wore your booty shorts. Look at you. No, listen, it's okay to wear your booty shorts as long as nothing's hanging out, okay? Let me tell you, people talk about, you know, their Arby's roast beef hanging out when their shorts are too short, but, you know, listen, don't be indecent, but, you know, show people that you don't mind Showing off the goods you got. Let me see. With the Knight of Swords reversed and the King of Swords reversed. Spirit, we're looking for good things. What do you mean? With the Knight of Swords in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse, you might get some communication from someone. With the King of Swords in reverse, like, how's your relationship with your father? I don't know if you're gonna out of the blue hear from your father with the King of Swords in reverse, or it very well could be, it could be a man that you haven't spoken to in some time. So it could be that you might hear from someone randomly out of the blue. But why? Something she can look forward to, not just anything. Positive things. Spirit, why you gotta be like this? With the Empress in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, it looks like potentially, how do you put it? Could be somebody with the Empress in reverse. If you have a female boss with the Empress in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, it could be that they're going to be quitting or leaving when it comes to your workplace. So that might be good for you if you don't like this person, because with the Empress in reverse, it could be a lady, a boss or something who's angry, mean, selfish, somebody who's petty or always vindictive or jealous and envious of others. Could be very well that this person is going to be quitting or leaving. I believe you, JD. And you can't meet someone unless you put yourself out there. But also, you want a man who's going to respect you and not just be looking at you as like a big pile of goods that he wants to take for free, okay? So be careful about that. Listen, country, love, homestead people, they go to those wine tastings wanting to get drunk and, you know, not wanting to spit it out because they're like, what a waste. I paid all this money for like the wine tasting. Why am I going to spit it out? I'm going to drink it and get wasted. I have like friends and former colleagues who've gone to those, and every one of them said, I'm not spitting it out. You know what? Every man wants to hear that. So, hey, maybe. I don't know. I don't think that's a good pickup line. That might be a little bit much, but you know. With the Queen of Cups and the Six of Swords, I feel like there is this energy where it could be with the Queen of Cups. I don't know if your daughter is a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or this is somebody who really cares about you. With the Six of Swords, could be that you have like, maybe you might go on a trip with them, or you might just have a really good time with them. So with the Queen of Cups, like I said, I don't know if this is your daughter or like a friend of yours or someone, but somebody who cares about you, that's feminine. With the Six of Swords, there is this energy of either you take a trip with them or you you have a good time with them. Kind of like, man, things are really good. Like, I really like hanging out or talking, or I'm glad that you were around, that kind of thing. So I feel like there's a positive energy with a female friend, or if you consider your daughter one of your friends. Somebody who really cares about you, though. What else remains? Good things for her to look forward to. With the King of Cups reversed, Three of Swords sideways, Temperance sideways, the Fool sideways, and the Lovers in reversed. Oh. Well, I don't know if this is good. Well, it could be if, like, you know, it strokes your ego because, like, oh, this guy is into me. Oh, okay. So then if you talk to your dad every day, JD, with the King of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse, it could be, like, out of the blue he calls you about something. And with the King of Swords in reverse, I don't know what it is. Maybe he gets real stressed out and he calls you and you make him feel better. Or something he wants to tell you. But whatever it is, I feel like he's going to call you out of the blue because of something. But like I said, you might be able to make him feel better. It makes you feel better, regardless. I don't think it's like horrible because I asked for the good stuff. But with the King of Cups reversed, the Fool sideways, the Temperance sideways, the Three of Swords sideways, and the Lovers in reverse, I do feel like that you might get communication, or you might talk to someone or meet someone who, I don't know if they went through like a divorce or a breakup or something, but they're kind of like emotionally moody, and, you know, I think they're hurt, maybe a little bit sad, whatever there is. they're in this energy of like, I don't know if I want to like date or, you know, take that leap of faith and take a risk and like see if I want something more, because with the Temperance sideways, Three of Swords sideways, I'm still hurt about the ending or breakup that I went through, and I'm not really sure I'm ready for it. But it's kind of like you might meet this person and that might make you happy because you're like, oh, well, he's friendly. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't always lead to something, because it's like they might not be ready for it, but meeting this person might be beneficial, because remember, everything happens to us for a reason, you know, and things happen for us and not to us. So whatever this connection is or whatever this communication is, it very well could be that you're meeting this person for some reason. With the Five of Wands in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse, and Spirit is saying that overall there is this energy where it could be that you've been asking Spirit to please let my life not be so filled with drama. Let me have some peace of mind and like, you know, some stress-free times. And I feel like Spirit is trying to say, like, don't stress yourself out. We're going to try and give that to you, because we realize maybe it could be in your subconscious, or even like when you don't even recognize when you're meditating, or even when you're like sleeping, your intuition is connecting with Spirit, and they're like, you've been hoping for like no conflicts or drama and some peace, and we're going to try and bring that to you, and you're going to feel it and be like, wow, things have been kind of nice and pleasant lately. This is good. So I feel like that you might be getting some peace in May and June. With the Emperor in reverse, the Six of Pentacles, Four of Swords reverse. Now, if you have a boss that's been giving you a lot of stress, I feel like, and maybe they give you some stress or an anxiety, or this person is very controlling, or, you know, they get angry a lot, or they're very bossy. It looks like with the Six of Pentacles, they're going to be nicer for some reason. That might be kind of weird. Like, wait, you're always a jerk. What's your deal? Why are you being so nice? Do you know what I mean? It could be that this person is just like, oh, I'm just going to be kind of nice. And it might be like a nice feeling. With the Page of Cups and the Seven of Swords in reverse. With the Six of Wands reverse, the Ten of Wands, and the Four of Wands in reverse. I don't know. This is kind of weird. I asked for something good, Spirit. Why I always gotta do this? With the Page of Cups and the Seven of Swords in reverse, Six of Wands reverse, the Ten of Wands, and the Four of Wands in reverse. So your daughter might tell you something, like reveal something to you, or tell you the truth or something. I don't know. Something about bad news. With the Ten of Wands and the Four of Wands in reverse, I don't know if like she feels like guilty or she feels stressed out. It could be about the move. Wait, did your kid move out yet? Because with the Four of Wands in reverse, it could be about the move. But there's something that might happen where I don't know if there's going to be a delay about the move, or there's something that she's going to tell you. You're going to have to let me know about that. I don't know. But it is Page of Cups, communication, Six of Wands in reverse, Ten of Wands, Four of Wands reverse. So it's about moving. So it could be that there is like something stressful or something about the move. Now, it could be your daughter who tells you, or you might get communication. Maybe she's delayed, or maybe there's something else that goes on. But I feel like there might be something that's not good, Spirit. Gosh. Anything else? She can be doing anything fun, good things happening. And literally Spirit goes, yeah, go out, go do stuff. I'm like, all right, but she knows that. We already told her that. In other words, find your happiness by taking action and getting it. Let me see anything else. With the Death card and the Queen of Swords, be honest with yourself and make changes. Like, go through anything in your life that doesn't serve you, kind of like let it go. Like, whether it's people, friends, relationships with family, whatever it is, like, be honest with yourself. Focus, make a plan for your future, and I feel like there's going to be a deep transformation that happens. And the Death card and the Queen of Swords, because it's like you realize something. There's like, you know what? I really hate the color of this room. I want to paint the walls. You know, don't be afraid to do it. Just do it. But just like, I feel like you're going to have like these realizations, kind of like ideas that pop into your head, and you're just like, oh, well, I want to do it. Or kind of like, you know what, there was that restaurant I really wanted to go to, and I told myself I'd go to it, and I haven't in forever. I'm going to go, and just go. But I feel like there's some changes that are happening for you in May and June internally that's going to kind of like set you off on this new path for yourself. It's almost like, you know what, I have goals for myself, and I'm planning on accomplishing them. Kind of like, I don't know, there's some changes. Maybe it's like you've been looking for a new wardrobe, or you've just been in an energy of wanting to do something different. It's like there's going to be some changes internally that's going to happen, that's going to affect you, like coming out as like a different person for the summer. Does that make sense? I feel like this is going to be like a very interesting summer, because you're going to be honest with yourself of, you know what, I want a relationship and I want to date. I'm going to go out there and do it. So I need to turn off this. I'm going to wait for a man to show up and go after it. Or like, if I don't like where I live, so I'm going to look for a different place, then look for a different place. You know what I mean? I feel like there's going to be some realizations and honesty that you have with yourself that's going to create some change, or the first steps to taking change. With the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Wands, also being open to like trying new things. Page of Wands energy, kind of like being fearless. I see like this, I'm going to open up and do what I want, whether it's going out and, I don't know if you've been in this energy of wanting to save money, but it's almost like I want to splurge on something for myself and do something really fun. So I feel like you might get some ideas. I don't know exactly if you're going to go through with it in May or June, but you might have some ideas where, you know what, I really want to go to like this cave, or this, I don't know, like a water park, or whatever it is. There's something that you might feel like, I want to, it costs a little more than I'd want to, but I really want to do it because I feel like it's going to be fun and it's going to be like an adventure. So I feel like there's something that you might do or think about doing to like, you know, put money down on a trip or a cruise or something that you haven't done or something. There is interesting energy because it's happening after this transformation or change. I feel like it's almost like, I don't want to call it this, but it's like an example, okay? It's kind of like a bucket list of, these are all the things I wanted to do that I haven't done. Not saying that you have to do them, but it's almost like you realize, why have I been holding back? Let me go and do some fun stuff, you know? So I do feel like you're going to have like a renewed energy, and this summer might be a lot of fun for you. As long as you keep pushing forward and moving through with your actions. In other words, just because you have the thought, doesn't mean anything's going to happen. You have to actually physically take action to make it happen. So it's like you might get all these ideas, but it's a matter of you taking action. When the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups in reverse. Now, if you have a friend or someone from your past that maybe like hurt your feelings or made you feel bad, I feel like you might be reconnecting with them, or even like reconciling. Could be a friend, it could be a lover. Whoever this person is, it's like maybe you had a falling out with them and you're just going to be reconnecting with them. And it could be platonic and it could be romantic. It's hard to say because Six of Cups, literally Six of Cups reversed, and the Two of Cups, both of them are love or platonic, because it could be like a best friend, it could be a family member, and it could be a lover. So I do feel like there's going to be some sort of a like a reconnecting, but they hurt you in the past, but you're just like, oh, it's good to see you, or I'm glad that we're talking again, or something. There's going to be something like positive that's going to be happening with some sort of connection where you felt like they were a soulmate, or they're like a really good person in your life. So that's nice. I know you said she's going away for the summer, but it could be a delay. Might be a delay or something, but there's some news that's going to come. Maybe it's the housing or whatever it is, but there might be some information. I hope it doesn't, but I don't know. There's some sort of communication you might be getting. You'll have to let me know in May or June. And it's 5:05 and I was streaming for 2 hours, 2 minutes and 2 seconds. So that might be a good thing, good message for you from Spirit, because that means changes are coming, which makes sense with the, what do you call it, with the Death card. And also twos are about making decisions. So making decisions, balancing out your life, taking action, communicating, making decision to like communicate or take action, and even planning for like future things. So let me see. With the Nine of Wands reverse, the Ace of Wands reverse, and the Eight of Cups in reverse, I do also feel like there might be something that, I don't want to say that you're in like a victim mentality, but there is this something that you might have been holding on to for some time. With the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Cups in reverse, very well could be, I don't know if someone took an opportunity away from you, or you just have been in this energy of kind of like in a rut, kind of like things aren't working out, or I just don't see like something better coming for me. It's like I'm interested in a lot of things, but I'm not taking action, or what do I pick? So it's almost like, oh, I always pick the wrong thing, I always pick the wrong person, or just I feel like I'm not making good decisions for myself. And Spirit is saying it's because you hold on to stuff that happened to you in the past for too long. In other words, it's like you have a lot of baggage you need to clear. Okay, emotionally, internally, physically, whatever it is, there's things in your life that you really have to release so that you can be the best version of yourself and like be ready for these new adventures. I feel like Spirit's saying you're weighing down yourself, and it's like you're tired. It's like you got a lot going on. You feel stressed here and there. Sometimes when things don't work out, it's like it feels bigger than it should. So Spirit is saying make sure that you let go of this and energy and work on it, because if you don't let yourself release, if you resist the death card, the death energy of transforming and changing, it's kind of like you're going to be weighed down and unmotivated to do anything, so change won't come for you. It's almost like, I don't want to call it a warning, but it's like Spirit is trying to say, if you don't progress forward, you're going to get stuck, and it's going to feel like everything sucks and doesn't work out. And they don't want you to get to this point, because then it's like you raised your vibration only to lower it again. And then when you lower your vibration, you'll be attracting in that same kind of energy. So Spirit is saying spend May and June trying to like figure out what you want for yourself and actually taking action. So I do feel like good things can come as long as you continue forward with the movement of like releasing and, you know, taking action. Okay? Anything else she needs to know? Good things for May and June? With the World card, look at that. There are changes coming. And with the Chariot in reverse at the bottom, there are changes, but you have to take action. It's a really strong possibility for like where you're closing out cycles. But there's like, you can have a new beginning and something different, but with the Chariot in reverse, you have a tendency of stalling or being stagnant and resisting it. So Spirit is saying, you know, make some decisions, because Chariot in reverse sometimes is also like not making a decision. There's a reason why there's a black and white Sphinx. It's like you're choosing a direction or a path or making a decision about two different things. So Spirit is saying like you have to make a decision to either travel or to end something and start something new, to create a different and change for yourself. But the longer you stay in stagnant energy, the longer you're going to be stuck in like the world energy and not the Fool, and have new beginnings. Okay, but that's what I see for you. Overall, it's not negative. It's just an energy of like there's potential movement for a lot of things as long as you take action and you work on your internal self. Okay, but let me hold on, let me really quickly ask about sugar daddy status. And SB, you can post your question, hon. You're gonna find a man to play with. Let's see. I don't know if she's looking for Nookie or she's just looking for someone to date and have a good time with and have adventures with, but someone fun for her to deal with in May and June, or someone she might meet. Oh, I hate you, Spirit. With the Lovers and the Chariot reverse and the Five of Pentacles, Spirit is saying like, even if we bring someone, like if you don't take action out there and get out there and make a decision to go and date, like what are you going to do? You're going to miss out on this person. It's cute though. I mean, that's kind of cute that they keep repeating themselves, but it's also kind of obnoxious, you know. It's almost saying, what's up to you? What do you want? But, okay. So you get a maybe with the King of Wands in reverse. It's a maybe because it's a matter of, do you want to take action? Also, Four of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe it's like a person who's too scared to open up to somebody. You know how it's like once hurt, twice shy? Have you ever heard of that? It's almost like the energy of like, oh, my ex broke my heart and hurt my feelings, so now I'm like too scared to like talk to somebody new. Well, you're gonna have to get over it. If you want love, you're gonna have to be open to it, you know? So it very well could be that it's a maybe. Maybe you meet a guy and they're just like, they freak out and they run away and hide. But there is some energy of somebody potentially being there. But put yourself out there and meet people, and there's possibility for it, okay? Stay positive and let me know how things go, okay? I hope I was able to help you in some way. And thank you for your donation, hon. Let me know how it goes. Have fun. Oh, and you know what? I just shuffled the cards and put them back, and I get the moon in reverse. So overcome your fears. Get yourself out there. See yourself for who you are and what you want, and be honest with yourself. Because with the Knight of Wands in reverse, it's like this energy where you feel like, I have so much like pent up passion and like energy that, you know, but I don't know what direction I want to go in. I don't know what's out there. I don't really want to take action. It's like I get impulsive, and it's like I want to do this and I'm not going to. Because it's almost like I want that ice cream, but that means I have to like put clothes on and then drive out there and forget it. So it's kind of like you're hot and cold with yourself, where you change your mind a lot, or you don't always follow through with your actions. So keep that in mind. Hope I was able to help you, hon. Good luck. Alrighty, SB. I can't even read my own handwriting anymore. What's wrong with me? Okay, let me see. Taurus. Oh my goodness. Come on, give me a good energy. Like literally, I said Taurus, and it's almost like sigh. Almost like he's holding his breath. Or maybe you're holding your breath, because it's kind of like, I don't know. It's just, will you let out your breath? Feel something. I hate to say it like that, but his energy is just like holding his breath. Why? Breathe, breathe. All right, let's see. Oh, so weird. Have you ever heard that song? I think there was even a commercial for it. Maybe it was like an aspirin commercial, like Bayer or something, but it's like, love hurts. You know that song? I don't know if he went through like some painful ending, or he just feels like caring about people or being in a relationship with somebody, like it hurts. So it could very well be he went through something painful. Really? Ah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, but I feel like that's what it is. It's like he just feels like love hurts. Let me see if I can find the name of it real quick. I remember there was like a commercial for it. Like, it might be by Def Leppard, Love Bites. Is that it? Is that the one? I don't know. Maybe it's not. I'm only looking at the lyrics, and that's not the lyrics. So the next time I see you, I'll tell you. But there is a song that goes like that. So I don't know if he went through a very painful breakup, or there's something in his energy where he just feels like love is very stressful and painful. Let's see what he feels. And why is it like this? Did I even shuffle right? Oh my goodness. Hold on. Yeah. The moon in reverse and the Knight of Swords. So he's trying to open up towards you. I feel like there is this part of him where he wants to talk to you so that he can reveal get you to reveal more and get himself to reveal more. It's almost like he's like trying to overcome his own fears. Let me do this again. Yeah, that would make sense because I did look it up and it's like I've been streaming for 2 hours and 12 minutes and it's 5:15. So it's like he's trying to make decisions for change. Like, if I want a relationship or if I want love again, I have to be open to it. So it's almost like, trying but struggling. And that's why I was like holding his breath, like he's not telling you stuff. Like, oh, I don't know if I should. Because Strength Universe, yeah, he's very insecure and uncertain about this. Could be his own ego. With the Hierophant also, it's like he tells himself, I don't know how I feel about marriage or higher levels of commitment anymore. Like, I am afraid of it, or I don't even know if it's a real thing. Almost like if he's had like a failed, you said he was divorced, right? Yeah, because if he went through a divorce, he could very well feel like, well then, why would I go through marriage again? Do you know what I mean? It's almost like, I don't have confidence in marriage. Because with the Ten of Cups universe, because I went through a divorce. And it's heartbreaking. With the Chariot and the Page of Swords universe. So it's like he's moving like in an energy of like watching you. I want to see what you're up to. I want to get to know you. But I don't want to talk to you about how much it's hurt or how much like, or where my head is at when it comes to this. It's almost like uncertainty is too frightening for me to invest in or like give my all to. So with the Eight of Wands, he's like, I want to communicate. I want to take action. With the Four of Swords, the man on the Four of Swords in this card, in this deck, he's terrified. He's tied to like a stone slab and he's staring like up, like absolutely terrified. Like, so I feel like he's terrified of the idea of marriage or serious long-term commitment. But he's also like, yeah, but I need to take action and do something about it. Because with the Knight of Wands, the Two of Cups reversed and the Page of Cups, I feel like there is this energy where he feels like, I think he wants like, he's very sexually attracted to you, but he's worried about this idea of commitment or being in a relationship. Kind of like, I want to go very slowly. I'm kind of scared. Page of Cups, I definitely have a crush on you and want to talk to you and get to know you, but Ace of Pentacles universe, I don't want to commit to anything anytime soon, okay? With the Four of Cups, I'm just very unhappy with my life and where it's come. I've been unhappy with a marriage that I've had, and I've been I've been miserable. That it's been keeping me up at night. It's like a lot of like stress and feeling like, is this worth it? Not you, but just relationships or the idea of marriage and love. Like, is that even real? Like, is it worth it? Like, is it possible? Do you know what I mean? He's like, I don't want to invest in anything serious right now. This might just be puppy love, or, you know, it might just be a flirtation is what he feels like. Because with the Ace of Swords reverse, the Tower, and the Page of Wands in reverse, so he doesn't want you to know that he's always afraid that it might end. In other words, it's like it's almost like he's self-sabotaging and assuming the connection is going to end anyway. So why invest too much, okay? And with the Page of Wands in reverse, he's intimidated and scared. With the Three of Cups and the Hangman, you said you live far away from each other, but have you not gotten together and met up? Because he feels like, I want to like see you, like, or be in your energy. Because with the Hangman, it's like, I want to wait. Maybe it's like he wants to wait until he spends more time with you physically, like be in your energy. Because with the Nine of Cups, the Two of Swords reversed, and the Six of Swords. Okay. Because he feels like you could be everything he could ever want. Okay. He's like, you seem like a dream come true, or you could be everything I could ever want. But with the Two of Swords in reverse and the Six of Swords, but I don't know if there hasn't been communication about visiting. Temperance in reversed. It's almost like I don't want to make any big life-changing decisions until I see you. But traveling, Six of Swords could be traveling, but it even could be, but I want to see that we're going to be okay with each other. Kind of like I want peace. I don't want there to be any conflict or drama. Like, I want to know that, you know, just us talking, you know, we might be nice to each other, just talking to each other, but in each other's presence, are we going to be nice to each other? Am I going to see, like, you act differently than the way you talk to me? Does that make sense? Because I feel like he wants to see you and be in your energy before he makes any big decisions, and he doesn't want to make any big decisions. Because with the Temperance universe, he's still hurt and heartbroken. Ten of Swords from like a painful ending that he went through, and his emotions are all over the place. But with the Magician, and the Ten of Wands in reversed, and the Eight of Cups in reversed. I feel like he thinks you two get along and he wants to fix his situation and he feels like he needs to take initiative. It's almost like, you know, I can't just sit here and stall. If I want to be in a connection with someone, I actually have to do something. Like I have to get up, like off of my butt. I have to like take action. But I do feel like we get along. And if I want us to work out, we're going to have to do something to make it happen. And with the Eight of Cups in reverse, he holds on to a lot of baggage from his past. With the Six of Cups, or, well, it could very well be that he wants to return back to you. It's almost like an energy of like, I've been here before, so I want to come back to you, because I feel like with the Six of Cups, I have positive memories from our past where I feel like we have like that soulmate connection, or we've known each other for a long time. But with the Five of Swords, he's scared. He's like assuming the worst. He's afraid, like, what am I going to say? What if I mess things up? Or what if my emotions in my head are playing tricks on me? And it's like, I'm thinking you're really great, but, you know, it's only because I'm lonely. You know what I mean? Like, I hope this isn't a rebound. I don't know. When did he go through his divorce? Has he dated anyone else since you? I don't know. His energy is like flip-floppy, like hot and cold and all over the place. Like, I've never dated anyone before. Do you know what I mean? It's like this weird energy of like, should I even bother? I feel like there's a lot of fear there, but he's also in the energy with the Ace of Wands reverse, the Fool reverse, and the Queen of Cups. He's like, I don't want to jump into anything too quickly. I don't want to take any risks, but you are really nice and sweet, and I feel like you're very sensitive and caring and understanding and supportive. With the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Wands reversed, the Seven of Wands, the Ace of Cups reversed, and the Wheel reversed. So here's the problem though. He's really in this energy with the Ten of Pentacles. Like, I'm really focused on regaining my financial stability. Three of Wands in reversed, and the Seven of Wands, the Ace of Cups reversed, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't see this moving fast anytime soon. He's in this energy of like, I'm more focused on establishing myself better financially. We can get close and get to know each other, but I don't want to really make any future plans. I have things that I need to take care of that I want to go after, whether it's his dreams or his financial or career goals. He's like, I'm really focused on that, and I'm not looking for a relationship right now. Wheel of Fortune reverse, it's not a good time. Then why are you wasting SB's time? Oh boy. With the Eight of Swords, Six of Pentacles reverse, the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So I think he struggles to think about the future, and this is problematic because he feels like, oh, what if something goes bad? It's like, I think about you a lot, but I'm also like worried about like my money, my future, my life. With the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Wands, he's very attracted to you, but he also feels like in order to like be with you, because you're so attractive and because you're like very independent and very, how do you put it, like a very confident like energy, I feel like he thinks he needs to like impress you and spend a lot of money on you. And with the Knight of Pentacles, he's like, yeah, but I just want to be friends and move really slowly. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, I'm not going to be consistent in this connection. King of Swords in reverse, I'm emotionally unavailable. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and I'm not stable financially, mentally, emotionally, psychologically. Three of Pentacles, I just want to be friends. King of Pentacles, again, I'm focused on my stability and finances. Justice card, but I want to do right by you. In other words, I don't see this moving into a more romantic connection in the next 2 to 3 months. I think, if anything, it's going to be really slow. I apologize for everything, and we started talking. We're just starting with... okay. I was going to say, yeah, he's focused on other areas of his life, and he's not looking for a relationship, but he is wanting to be friends, but he's very focused on his money and his finances and his stability. And with the Justice card, he wants to do right by you. In other words, if he screwed stuff up in the past, he wants to be nice to you and like build a friendship with you again. But I don't see him moving forward in love, because with the Star in reverse, he's in that energy of I'm still hurt from my past. With the Sun in reverse, I'm really sad. Could be he's very lonely, emotionally unstable. With the Death card, because of a painful ending that he went through, but he's trying to end that. He's like, I don't really want to be in this rut or miserable energy. I want to be in a better place. With the Judgment in reverse, I made some poor decisions and, you know, I got my heart broken. But with the Six of Wands, I'm looking for success. I'm looking for attention. I'm looking for success and positivity. With the Four of Pentacles, but I'm in the Nine of Swords, but he's afraid of his money and his finances. He's also in this energy of feeling like, you know, I have a lot of stress and anxiety in my life, and I haven't been talking to anyone about it. Nine of Wands in reverse, I feel like a victim, like I got screwed over, or, you know, I just always make bad decisions. With the Lovers in reverse and the Queen of Swords, kind of like the energy of I picked the wrong people to fall in love with or something, or I don't always make the best decisions when it comes to love. It's like, look, I screwed up, and like sometimes a failure or a divorce makes a man feel like they're broken. You know, it's like, how could I have messed up so bad? I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with a person. I invested in this person. What the heck? Do you know what I mean? So I feel like he feels like a lot of like, I always make mistakes. I always pick the wrong person. But with the Queen of Swords, he feels like you have really good advice, or that you're very intelligent and you're somebody who's more mature than, you know, maybe people he's dated in the past. But with the Two of Wands in reverse, he's going to drag his feet and take forever. Okay? Okay. See? And that's the thing, but I don't think he's ready for a relationship soon. Like I said, I do think that he wants to reconnect with you, but as a friend for a while, okay? Because Two of Wands, he's dragging his feet, he's taking forever. Five of Pentacles, he feels really low, very like down and out, maybe like struggling like with his own stability, whether it's financially or mentally. Kind of like, man, I don't know if he suffers from low self-esteem, but he might feel that way. Maybe he feels like he doesn't have any friends, or all his friends left him behind. With the Emperor in reverse, yep, he's in that energy of I'm not ready to be anyone's father, husband, boyfriend. I'm in a very low ego energy. Four of Wands, I just want a stable and strong connection. In other words, if you had a strong friendship or connection in the past, it's like that's what he's looking for. Somebody I've known for a while, and someone I've like, how do you put it? I held off on. Let me see. Yeah. I believe it. That's what he says. In this energy, he's like, I made mistakes. I picked the wrong people. Like, what's wrong with me? You know? But he thinks positively of you, but he doesn't think positively about himself right now, and that's the problem. Underlying energy with the King of Cups in reverse, he's sad. He might be depressed or like lonely or hurt. A lot of his energy is not in a good place. Hermit, I've been introspecting and self-reflecting, like while I've been alone. With the Seven of Swords in reverse, I've been honest with myself. Two of Pentacles in reverse, my life has been turned upside down. Like I didn't make good decisions, and my life has been like all over the place. I don't really know what direction my life is going in. I don't know what to do. With the Page of Pentacles, I want to be friends with you and talk to you. Five of Cups in reverse, I've been very depressed. Okay, so if he hasn't told you, I think he might have been suffering from depression. The Five of Cups reverse came under the King of Cups in reverse. He might have been very depressed. And very earlier, the Five of Pentacles came out, so I feel like he feels left alone, or like left out. Maybe he lost his friends, or lost touch with friends, or he doesn't have any. But whatever it is, he just feels like I'm a pathetic loser. You know, it's like, it's almost like he's so hard on himself because he feels like he's made so many poor decisions and failed in his life. Okay. Oh, of course. But with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, he feels like I can't be on, it's almost like in the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, he feels like he has to work extra hard, trying to like, maybe he works really hard and doesn't make enough money, but he feels like I have to work extra hard because with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I don't know if he told you anything about his ex-wife, but she might have been very vindictive or very selfish and greedy and took all of his money, or like was very greedy and maybe like screwed him over in the divorce. With the Three of Swords in reverse, he just is looking to heal. With the High Priestess, and he's like, I don't know how long it's going to take for me to heal or really get out of this energy. King of Wands in reverse, I feel very insecure because with the Empress in reverse, because my ex was a B. With the World in reverse, the Devil, a Seven of Cups in reverse, Knight of Cups reverse, and the Five of Wands in reverse. There's also this energy of I don't want the connection between you and I to end, but I feel very trapped in my negativity and my stress and so many things going on in my life. I realize that I can't like pursue you romantically right now because I don't want any conflict or drama, but I want you in my life. So I think you're going to be friends with him for a while before this goes anywhere. I don't see like you guys falling in love and being in a relationship anytime soon. I think it's going to take longer than 2 to 3 months. It could take a year, couple years, but this man is like, I'm not looking for love right now. I just want connection, or, you know, going back to someone who gave me or showed me kindness. Okay, so he looks at you for friendship, but he's not looking for love right now, and I don't know how long it's going to take for him to get out of it, and he doesn't know either. He's feeling very insecure and just lonely and sad and wanting to connect with somebody who, you know, was very good to him, but also he's in that energy now of like, I don't know what my future looks like. I don't know. Everything's like up in the air. Okay, so if you want to continue this, expect it to be very slow. Okay, Hierophant came out, so he's very focused on school. 8 of Swords in reverse, and also the energy of like, oh, you know what, you and I have stuff in common. Maybe we can talk to each other about school, or, you know, I wanted to tell you about school. Something in his energy of like, we have a good connection, but I'm trying to like better myself and bring myself into a better place. Okay, I'm sorry it's not more positive or forward moving, but his energy is just, I'm more focused on me now. Kind of like maybe he overgave in his past relationship and she took from him and that's all she did, and he was just like, ugh, I don't want to do that. Does that make sense? But don't let him be an energy vampire and take up all your time, and, you know, you don't have any time for yourself. Okay, like I said, it's gonna take a while and he doesn't even know how long it's gonna take. And if you said he's a Taurus, oh boy. Okay, let me know how things go. I hope I was able to help you in some way. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your donation. Ooh, rough, rough, rough. Zazu, you are next. Let's see. Oh no. Let's see, Miss Yasu. Let me in. Sometimes I'm like, let me in. Okay, let's see. Your future husband. Alright, let's see about him. What's he like? Let's see, what do you gotta know? What do you gotta know? Let's see. Alright. I beat the death out of my card, so let's see. Alright. So it looks like your future husband has some turbulent times coming ahead. What else is new? Well, if they're about to go through a divorce, it's going to be turbulent. So it looks like they have some turbulent energy coming towards them. And with that energy, I also feel like they want to be independent. Kind of like maybe they want to get divorced and just be single for a little bit and just like really work on their own energy to make sure like I have stability. I am not looking to get into a commitment very quickly. I need to be on my own for a little bit. I also get change coming for them with there's a change coming in their life. Again, like I said, if they're going through a divorce or an ending, there is a change coming. Okay. I also see the grass is greener, and looking at possibilities of like if I leave my marriage or connection that I'm in right now, that something different or better is possibly on the other side. Okay, so I do feel like this energy of this person is currently going through something that They're looking forward to something better happening in their life that didn't happen for them when they wanted it to. Does that make sense? And also, I feel like there is this energy with you where you want family and security. Like, you want a relationship with someone because you want security. Like, maybe you want a man in your life to feel safer. I also feel like you think that maybe you feel like you have regrets yourself of connections that you've been in, or people that you let in. So Spirit is saying work on that within yourself so you don't draw in more people that'll give you more regrets. With also legal matters or disputes, I don't know if there's something else that's going to be coming up or that you're going to be having to deal with. Maybe this person, like I said, if they're going through a divorce, maybe you'll hear about it. And it's like you sit in that energy of like, okay, well, since they're going through stuff, I'm going to stay away from this person for a while. Or, you know, I understand that this person has stuff to deal with. I also feel like you're going to have romantic feelings towards them and you're going to be hearing from them. Okay? So I feel like they have to go through all these changes and all these in a very stressful period in their life in order for them to come towards you. And I don't think that they've faced it yet, and that's why Spirit is saying they have things that they have to go through, but they have to actually go through with them. Because you can't always, oh, and you know what, it's crazy, because literally, I don't always look at the bottom of the deck with this Oracle deck, but I see signs and meanings, signs of love and meaning. So I feel like there is this energy where you're going to feel it or sense it. Like, you're going to feel like, oh, you know what? Something's going on where I feel like it's happening or it's coming. I think you're going to know. It even could be that they're going to be sending you a message or something like that. Okay? But let me see what else I can get. You're welcome, SB. Let's see. What does she need to know? Oh no, I put the wrong person's name. Hold on. My brain. What does she need to know about her future? Okay. So with the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Swords reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune. So Spirit is saying that right now they're having a realization that they haven't been very honest with themselves. And it's about time that they're honest with themselves. Kind of like, you know, I haven't been thinking or seeing things clearly, but I realized it's time. It's time for me to see things for what they are. What else? Maybe it's because in the past, it even could be about you. Maybe in the past they didn't really see you as who you really are and what you mean to them in the past. And now they're realizing, you know what, let me be honest with myself. I didn't recognize her for who she is, but I was very lucky to have met her. With the Five of Cups in reverse and the Four of Wands and the Nine of Cups in reverse, I feel like there's also this energy that this person has about, you know, it's like I've been very depressed because, and I have so many regrets because with the Four of Wands, they felt like they had a very strong, even could be, it's like they had a strong foundation with you, but they were delaying it. It very well could be that they were very depressed in a marriage and then they took forever to like get out of it. But whatever it is, there is this energy of feeling regret. What else? Anything else? With the Empress sideways and the King of Wands in reverse. So this person is kind of angry and insecure and in an energy of being like, almost like I was with someone who overpowered me. Or even could be with the Empress sideways. I don't know if it's like his mother-in-law or his own mother, but somebody was very controlling and possessive over him. And the King of Wands in reverse, I think he felt like, you know, I feel kind of weak or I feel very insecure because of this person. With the Devil sideways and the Queen of Wands in reverse, also an energy I was taken advantage of. Maybe he feels like trapped with someone in the past. because with the Queen of Wands in reverse, she was very controlling, insecure, possessive. So I feel like this person felt very trapped in this like triangle of very controlling or angry women. And he's just like, oh, I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm going to ignore them. I'm not going to leave. I'm just going to hang out and just be miserable. So I feel like he grew increasingly unstable within himself because of this. And with the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the World in reverse, I feel like also there's this energy of like, that's what took me so long, but now I want to talk to you because I don't want our connection to be over. Or like, it's like this energy of like, you always sense this person in your life, but they finally like speak to you or communicate with you after being left out in the cold. With the Ace of Cups, and then you guys end up having like a brand new connection, Six of Swords, after some time and after some talking. Kind of like it might take some time for it to happen, but it's gonna move into having like a new, brand new emotional connection. In other words, I think Spirit's trying to say it's going to be a slow process, but when it gets there, it's going to be slow continuously. Because with the Justice card, it's like they want to fix things or do right by you, Page of Cups, because they still have like adoration or care for you. And it's like, I want to talk to you, I still care about you, I want to fix things that maybe I didn't do right by you. Seven of Swords in reverse, and tell you the truth. Eight of Swords reverse, just open up and reveal themselves to you. Kind of like, you know, tell you what's been going on. I just want someone I can open up to and talk to. Like, oh, like that kind of energy. I also get with the Knight of Swords sideways, the Page of Swords sideways, Seven of Wands sideways, Two of Pentacles sideways, and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So this person might not have been working on the connection with you, but they've been thinking about you and constantly wanting to communicate with you, but maybe stopping themselves. Maybe they've been like watching you on social media or driving by your house or asking friends and family about you during that time. But with the Seven of Wands sideways, it's like the energy of like, you know, I have to stick within boundaries. I don't want to cross boundaries. I got to be real careful. I'm pretty defensive myself. I don't want to make myself look bad. I have a reputation to uphold. And with the Two of Pentacles sideways, like always on the verge of wanting to leave a connection, but not really leaving it. And with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, because it's too much work and effort. So it very well could be that they could have stayed in a relationship for too long because they were just afraid of all the work it was going to take and how much stress it was going to cause and like what would people say. I don't know, he's very concerned with his reputation, but he's somebody who's just like, I don't really... Page of Pentacles. This person will be moving slowly. Queen of Swords, it very well could be maybe this person will ask you for advice with the Queen of Swords, either because you're very intelligent or maybe because you went through a divorce, or you're somebody who just is very good with conversation, but they do see you as being someone who's mature, who has good ideas and advice, and somebody who plans for her future. So this person is going to be sending you some sort of communication, but Spirit, like, what else does she know about her future husband? With the Five of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Wands in reverse. Oh boy. Now this might drive you crazy because this person doesn't want like conflict or drama. So with the Eight of Wands in reverse, they're kind of going to go with the flow. In other words, you might even get confused, or you might even get like kind of like impatient because it's like, wait a second, why is this not moving? Because it's like they're going to go with the flow because they're like, I don't want any kind of like fighting or strange things happening, and I just want to go with the flow for a while and keep the peace and see if we can be in a peaceful connection. So beware of becoming impatient because, like I said, it's very, very slow moving. But is it going to happen soon? Is it going to take a while? Tell her something that's useful for her. Okay. How long is this going to take? Oh boy. So Spirit is saying that you have to bring stability into your own energy. Like start focusing on you and taking care of yourself, and then love will come in. It's kind of like the more you work on your own stability and yourself and healing and bringing balance in your life, that'll show Spirit that you're ready for love to come in. But with the Death in reverse, you're resisting change. Like, in other words, if you're somebody who likes to be over generous with your time and your resources and stuff with people, and over giving, all the time, then Spirit's like, well, you still got to work on that, because if you're always like giving all your time and energy and resources and stuff, then it's like you're stuck in a lower vibration. And with the Chariot, it's like you have to make a decision. Or the Two of Cups, if you want a relationship to come together, you have to balance out your energy. Don't overgive. Don't, like, make sure you make time for yourself. With the Death in reverse at the bottom, things won't change until you focus on changing your own life. Okay, let me see. In other words, because I asked, like, can you give a time frame? How long is it going to take? And Spirit's saying until you balance out your own self internally. Spirit is saying this love is going to be dependent on you. Because with the Hierophant and the Page of Wands in reverse, I do feel like there is some insecurity and lack of action. Because with the Hierophant, kind of like finding honesty within yourself, but also, you know, the whole idea of commitment and marriage might make this person very scared. Okay, so it very well could be that even when you connect with this person, they're kind of scared or hesitant about getting married or being in a serious committed relationship. Judgment in reverse, because they're afraid of making the wrong decision, or like it being too soon or too fast. With the Three of Swords, because they're still heartbroken. So Spirit is saying, like, just focus on you. Just because this person is struggling, hurting, and going through a divorce, it doesn't mean you give all your time, your space, your energy to this person and stop focusing on you. Okay, let this person, like I said, because it's so slow, it might drive you crazy, or you might be like, oh, like, is this ever going to go somewhere? Because with the Star and the Queen of Cups in reverse, you have to also work on healing internally your either depression, sadness, loneliness, disappointment. Okay, Spirit's saying focus on you, take care of yourself. Queen of Pentacles reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse, focus on taking care of you. Okay, and then with the Six of Cups, the Magician, and the Ten of Swords at the bottom, Spirit is saying that you're going to reconcile, like you're going to be manifesting a reconciliation, because they're going to be going through an ending, okay? And it could even be that you went through an ending with this person too, but there is a reconciliation that's going to come together. So Spirit is saying, as long as you focus on your energy, and even when this person comes into your life, as long as you don't forget about yourself and fall like head over heels or try to do everything for the person, don't forget about you. Spirit is saying that this person is it's gonna take a while, you know, and it might be kind of like obnoxiously slow, but you know, it's gonna come together, and it's not what you think it's gonna be, or not as fast as you think it's gonna be. Okay, they might want to be friends for a while before pushing things forward. Okay, I hope I was able to help you, hon, but that's what I see, because I keep shuffling and like nothing worked. Let's see, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, because they're feeling like insecure and unstable, because with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, because they went through a divorce. So it very well could be like they want to get their money in order, or they want to find stability before they move things forward, and they're not really certain about like marriage again. Like, oh, it's too soon, or oh gosh, like I should wait a while, or I gotta make sure. Yeah, because Five of Swords reverse, the Three of Wands, and the Lovers, it's like in the future I'll think about something more serious. But Seven of Pentacles, it's gonna be slow. I hate that for you, because I'd like it to be fast, but his own insecurities is what's going to keep him from moving this connection forward. But don't forget about yourself, because a lot of times if you're over giving, then this person might get overwhelmed and be like, oh, I can't do this. Like, I feel like you're putting pressure on me, you know, so don't do that. Just focus on you, focus on what you want, and like, you know, and focus on your kids, and this person eventually will want to commit and be in something more serious, but it's going to be very slow moving. And like I said, it might kind of be frustrating. He might be like, oh my gosh, I feel like it's not getting anywhere, because he just wants to be friends, and he just wants to be friends. But Spirit's saying just be patient. He just needs to work through his issues with the whole divorce, and like not trying to make you look bad or himself look bad, and like really thinking things through and going slow again. Like I said, Seven of Pentacles is a very slow moving energy. It won't happen overnight. You might even like, he might not even make it official with you for like a whole year, or even like a year and a half, whatever it is. It's like, it's so slow. Okay, but it very well could be teaching you how to focus on you and love yourself, and then things will come together. Okay, I hope I was able to help you, hon. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your donation. Stay positive and keep focusing on what's important to you and what you want for yourself, and don't overgive in love, okay? Because a lot of times those people won't value you, because they're like, oh, You just keep giving and giving, and I'll just keep taking and taking, and I don't have to work on myself, because you are fulfilling all the holes in myself that I don't really want to fill myself. And then it's like they just stay broken longer. Okay? Show him that you're independent and good, and he will be independent and good and be like, stop being independent, want me, be with me. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for being here. I have to go, but I'll be back tomorrow. All right? Thank you everyone. Bye.